Hello? Hello. Hope everybody's doing okay. I cannot see you because I am on another. Because I'm doing something that I probably shouldn't be doing, huh? Oh, oh my goodness, for whoever's there. Hi, Holly. Took me a few minutes because I'm getting old, to get everything situated. All right, there we go. I guess I could take my hands away from my eyes. It's been a long day, a long weekend. It's been boy, my little puffy thing almost would hide that light too. I just had to take 4 ibuprofen. My back is killing, it's not even my back. I can't even explain. It's my hip and leg and whatever. Pearl Nini, hello. See, I got it right this time. I'm blurry. Wonder if there's something on my. Is that better if I bring it out here so maybe it's not as close to the garage wall? Am I blurry? Yeah, I know. You'll come in when you get mad if I roast you and Justin. So I sent you the link anyway. Am I blurry, Marie? I always look weird. The hell's wrong with you? I wonder why. It's probably better for you guys if I am blurry anyway. Is that better? Did Lynn sneak in here and I don't see her? It must be I think it might be the tower because when I was watching Cameron earlier, he was blurry. So if it continues this way, then I'm sorry. Hey. That's only because you can't see the wrinkles because I don't get close enough to the camera, but hello, my pretties. Or, as my favorite person who is no longer with me would have said in one of his best movies, hello, Mrs. Doubtfire. I miss that guy. Miss him. It must be my dearie. Anyway, so Marie and her Justin, and myself and my Justin and Dren and Emily went to a garage sale or an estate sale yesterday that looked to be like it was a huge estate sale, and it probably was. It was the second day, but they had brought in, it was a 2-story house, and had to have been a pretty good size house because just the downstairs, they brought all the stuff from upstairs down into the basement and then out into the shop. And yes, I miss Robin Williams. What a cool, sad story. Really sad, actually. Hello, how are you? Anyway, so there was some stuff there. I probably would have gotten more than I did, But the kids were bored. They walked around for a little while. Emily got a shelf and I asked them, because usually on the second day, they'll do 50% off. And Marie and I have been to another garage estate sale. Hi, Heidi. Oh, they started on Thursday? I totally missed that. From the pictures, though, it looked like there was a lot of shit, didn't it? Oh, no sadness. Just I feel sorry for the sadness that Robin Williams had in his life. That's the sadness I was talking about. Of course, there's many people still that are as bad or just as bad, but we'll keep the sadness out for now because I haven't cried on camera for a couple of weeks, and let's just keep it there. Danica's not here to calm me down, and Marie will just tell me to get a hold of myself. I know the drill. It's pathetic. Anyway, I bought a couple of new hats, so I'm trying them all out. This is my next new hat. It's my party. I can cry if I want to. Oh, anyway. Now I lost my train of thought because that's what happens when you're old. So the pictures looked like there was going to be a lot of stuff, or I never even would have sent it to Marie because it was about a 45-minute trip for us, even though my navigational tool said 33 minutes. But anyway, I probably would have gotten a lot more stuff, but like I said, poor Cameron. Put me in, Coach Tommy. I'll cry for you. Is Tommy in? Tommy, I missed you. I'm sorry. Hi, Tommy. You, Cameron, you definitely, yeah. He could be a crier, I think. Anyway, so we went there. I would have gotten probably a lot more. I did get quite a bit of stuff, and I listed already some of the stuff that I got from there because they're big ticket items, and why let them sit around? They can sit around listed, but they don't need to sit around being unlisted. So, and I don't know that I'm gonna pick this up and show it to you because it's 12. It's gonna be 20 pounds. This is part of it, and it was nasty. I took this off. I took all of the seals out, and I scrubbed it with. Now I got to do this because I'm standing up. Scrubbed it with. Oh my God, this thing's heavy. It's a Vitamax. Had a $20 price tag on it. Can't not buy that for $20. Tommy, you're having a happy, sad time because you're pregnant and it's your first trimester. So we all understand that. And we're here for you. Because we love you, dude. Just saying, okay? Anyway, so I had to give, mind you, Marie and Justin had already walked by that. They'd already been in there in that room where that was. They had already walked by that. So I had to give them crap for that. Did you guys not see the Vitamix sitting there on the table? Nope, they didn't see it. That's okay. They may, I'm different. I just opened up Pandora's box. Miss Danica. It has been. It's the hormones. It's the hormones. Anyway, so I got that for $20. I have it listed. I got it all cleaned up and everything, and I got it listed last night. And then, can you see it? Can I figure it out? I can't see that right there. Come behind me and show me I missed out on when we eventually met IRL and go to an estate sale. There's so many estate sales, it's not even funny. So I showed that. I showed that last weekend in one of my hauls. That vase right there. I have it listed for $1,000. Okay, that's a lie. $999.99. Collective. Is she crazy? I am. Just so you know. I already have. Let's see. Let's just see how many watchers there are on it now. 6 watchers, 65 views. And it's now into my sale. So now it's at $549.99. And it'll be at that price until tomorrow at 3:30 when either somebody has bought it overnight, because that's the price I intended it to be, or the sale goes off. And then when I start my sale for the week, that will be Monday night through Friday afternoon, I will not put this in the sale. I do have best offer on it, but I will not put this in the sale, and I will bring the price up to $7.99. And I'll tell you why. This thing is a vintage rare. Anyway, I could show you guys that. Let's see if I can get it without getting yelled at. That is don't go watch it, you guys, just to watch it, because I might send you an offer, and you know how eBay is about that. See, it's on sale. It is a rare vintage night. It was made in latter part of 1960, 1961. Red wing pottery, orange green, chromoline vase, number 686. It's 12 inches. And I put rare at the beginning, and I put rare at the end for a reason, because it's fucking rare. I don't like to use that word. And the only time you should use the word rare is when nobody else has one. Now you can go look Red Wing Chromoline vase set, and you're going to see some 2012 ones that they brought them back for just a small amount of time. There's a whole society. Of, it's called the Red Wing Pottery Society, and they have a whole thing on this. I pasted, it's all in the description if you want to go read it, because I wanted these guys and gals that are in the society to know that I knew what I had, so they wouldn't send me stupid messages and they wouldn't harass me and tell me what an idiot I am. The last one from that, the last piece of pottery sold on Worth Point that is chromoline vintage, sold for $450 in 2013, I think, something like that. And there's only one vase bigger than this. It's a lot bigger than it looks like. Let's see. Now, I tried searching. It took me a long time to find it, too. I finally had to go on to Worth Point. You couldn't just put Roseville or Red Wing USA 686. Nothing came up. 686, 687, 685. I can't remember how many other different ones there are. We're the only ones that those numbers are only associated with the chromoline version of that. I know. I love it. Danica's like, I thought that was the ugliest thing I ever seen. And I was kind of like, yeah, I walked past it for 3 days before I finally picked it up on the very last day. It was in a little tiny closet that was literally maybe 3 feet wide underneath the stairs. There was a shelving here that was full of alcohol and mugs. And then the rest of the closet just had their luggage in it. And I saw it the first day, just the top of it. And then the very last day, I was walking up the stairs and I came back and I got up one step and then there was a landing that went up and I got up that one step and I backed up and I was like, I'm going to take that vase. It's pretty cool. It's the same color as my house scheme, my colors in my house. So I grabbed it and took it home and I showed it to everybody. I was like, I knew it was going to be worth about $80 because it's Red Wing. Red Wing pottery has a huge following. I about pooped my pants last night when I found it was all I could do to go to sleep. I was so tired. I was trying to list it. I kept falling asleep. So I just went to bed. And there's other Red Wing pottery that's worth money like that. But that chromoline, and it has to be from late 1960s to 61. And there's that coloring of it. And then there's, if you take the orange out and put blue in there, then that's the other. So there's green, orange, and green, blue. That's how they designated the colors on those. The reason they're so rare and that they only made such a few amount of them, I'm just giving you guys, a little bit of history on this because it's what I learned and how do we learn from either buying something like that. But then maybe if you see something like this or you see some Red Wing pottery somewhere, you'll have an idea that it's probably worth a pretty penny. And it may only be worth $70, $80 or $50 or $60. This one has no cracks, no chips, has one small spot of crazing on the bottom. And then it's got a spot that's 3 millimeters because I used my dial calipers to do all the measurements on it. That's what happens when you're an inspector and you have that kind of stuff because you had to have those. It's got a little 3 millimeter spot on it where the glaze never took. So it's got a factory flaw on it. That makes it even worth more money because it's rarer than the other ones. Pay for your subscription. Maybe I'm a sucker, but it's worth it to me for one of the, I quit paying for my subscription to Worth Point, but my friend, one of my other friends in this community has it and she gave me her login. So that's how I have Worth Point. And you could do that, you could 3 or 4 people go together and get it and share it. Something like that if you wanted to. Anyway, it's worth it. Worth Point is worth it big time. And then it was like I was giving Cameron a hard time today about listing some candlesticks and stuff, and he was trying to find them. I go, just list them, damn it. Just put blah 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 in the title, put $29.99 and list it. These were little candlesticks from the Philippines that were probably from Target or Walmart or somewhere like that, So I mean, on something like that, that's kind of how I am, because have best offer on it, put your promoted on it. I did not put promoted on that. It's the only one, and it's on my Twitter and it's on my Facebook. That's my promotions for that. It's the only one. I had 8 views within 2 minutes of listing that thing. All men do. What am I missing out on? Oh, Miss Gina. Who else did I miss? Julie. Hello, Julie. Tommy, how you doing? We do miss you. I do miss you. I miss you. I love you a lot, boy. I really, really, really. How about Red Wing boots? Red Wing boots are worth a pretty penny too. Y'all know it, especially if you have the steel-toed work boots, and if you can find the wider varieties, there you go. Anyway, So who wants to go in on Worth Point? I'm not joking. It's very worth it. If you have to research things like these, and this is how you learn stuff, and you know stuff, and you can spit it out and help other people, and maybe sound like you know it all. But some of us know more than others and sound like we know it all, but we don't. I have no trouble being going and learning about other things. I was watching Troy, Mountain Man Treasure, today while I was doing some stuff in the kitchen, and he had gone to an estate sale, and the prices were high. Don't get me wrong. He's in Montana though. And there is, if you've ever been in Montana, there is nothing. He's in, Billings he's in Helena. No. Yeah. I think he's in Helena. It's tiny. Helena's the capital. Billings is bigger. And there's not a lot of thrifting to be done in Billings. So he's kind of between a rock and a hard place. So he went to this estate sale, and they had a lot of glass. They had a lot of, I wish sometimes that when he does that, he would do it live so that we can help him. Because he kept repeatedly saying, I don't know enough about this to, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Well, my big thing to that is if you're not live and you're filming, is take your camera out and or your phone out and start doing some comps. And I'm assuming on whatever day it was either Saturday. I think it must have been Saturday that he didn't work at his normal job. So, are you going to be back this week, Tommy? Please. I really do miss you and Tracy a lot. You're like, what did I say? It's like Cheers. You guys are like Cheers. Makes me want to play that song. Danica was here. She'd be playing it. It's like where you go because everybody knows your name and they're glad you came. That's what the Tommy and Tracy show is. Anyway, my dad and I used to watch that together. That's one of the few shows. We watched that. There's an old dairy farmer. My dad and I watched Cheers, and my dad and I watched Dallas. Hi, Tracy. Tuesday is too early to work. Oh, heavens. You need that sign like they had on Cheers for your Tommy and Tracy show part. Tommy's going up. Noelle, don't give any advice about thumbnails and shit. Don't listen to Noelle. Tracy's going to yell at me now because I just yelled. I already got the whole script down for the whole show, you guys. So anyway, Red Wing Pottery, Chromoline. If you want to look it up, it's probably the only one on eBay that's a true vintage. And I have, like I said, just had the stupid thing pulled up. It's in my send offer to buyers because I'm not sending an offer to the buyer on that one. I have 6 watchers, 66 views since I posted it this morning at about, I think I posted it right around noon. Hey, Greg. Hey, buddy, how you doing? I've been thinking about you the last couple of days. Needed to do a check, a welfare check on my guy. Anyway, so the other thing that I got at this, so I'm going to just tell a little story because, it's story time with me and you guys are all bored and nobody else is on live. So it's either don't watch anything or you're stuck with me. That's pathetic. I can't even tell you how sad that is, you guys. I just went and gave myself a thumbs up on YouTube. So if you guys feel like doing it, you can too. The last time I was on, Lobster came on. he was pissed. He had been live before me and somebody had given him 2 thumbs down and he was all over it, blah, blah, blah. Must have followed him to my live stream because I got 2 thumbs down too, and I seldom get a thumb down. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Where were you, Greg? Where have you been, Greg? This is the Spanish Inquisition. So we'll skip the downstairs. We went out. I paid for all my stuff that was downstairs at the estate sale, and then I went and put it in the car. Justin and the kids were already in the car because they were done. And Emily bought a shelf for $12. They had it marked for $20 or $15, or I don't know what it was. I told her, I said, go over and ask them if they'll take $12 for it. So she did, and they did. And so she was pretty proud of herself. She got a Visa card with $150 on it from her other grandma. So she paid for it for herself. She took it out to the car. So she's got a shelf for her room here. Happy to be stuck with ya. You've been transforming yourself all day into a posh girl. Well, it's a good thing you shaved your head so that you can fit a wig on. I got a whole bag of wigs and hair pieces here. Greg, should I send them to you? Would you like some? We could really do you up. So I got out to the car, put all my stuff out there, said I'm going into the shop. And you know what I got? There's not much in there. Every time somebody tells me that, I just cringe inside. Like, that's Emily's, I'm ready to leave nanny sign. When I say, let's go upstairs or let's go in the basement, I've already been there. There's not much in there. And I just look at her and I'll go, are you tired? Are you done? And she'll go, yeah. And I go, you want to go sit in the car? She'll go sit in the car and listen to music or play or Switch, whatever. So I go walking up into the garage. It was like this. Let's go see what you guys all missed. Poor Justin and Murray. I get in there and I just kind of started walking around and looking, and I can hear there's water running and these birds chirping, and I'm like, that's super annoying. And I looked on the wall and there's one of those big ass waterfall pictures that has the running water noise and the You sent it. That's what Danica told me. I'm not an animal. Have a great show. That's what you get. That's what you get. So on the wall is hanging this big thing, and I'm going to show it to you. I even plugged it in. Let's turn it on and be annoyed for a little bit. It's got a button so you can turn it up. Isn't that special? They had $45 on it. And so I thought it was the second day. Marie said it was the third day. And she's probably right. So I'm not even going to question that. I asked almost lost it. Robert, you made it. So I asked them if they would take $30 for it, and he goes, yep. Well, I stood in front of it and comped it first. Anyway, so it's listed for $299. And while we were on Cameron's show, I got an offer for $150, and my son told me I was stupid. I should have taken it. And I said, fuck that. I haven't even had it listed for 24 hours. I'm going to take an offer for $150. I counter offered them back $225, knowing that at any time it should have been dropped into my sale, and it was going to be right about that anyway. So I haven't heard back from them. They didn't decline it. They didn't accept it. And tomorrow at 3:30 it'll come off that sale, and that's where that is. So those are my 3 big things of the weekend. Cameron.
Fuck that.
That's what I did. So anyway.
Yeah, it's too soon. You gotta, see what you can get.
Oh yeah.
That's my vote.
Well, not only that, that's the largest one that they make in that style, in that frame. They have them surrounded. They have them on mirrors, mounted into mirrors too. Fuck that. I probably would not buy one that had the mirror, because that right there, to ship it to myself, it would be $26. To ship it to Florida, and that's Federal Express. Ship it to Florida is almost $50. And that's, luckily my son bought a new TV when he moved into his apartment. And I said, bring me that TV box with all of the styrofoam and stuff in it. I said, because I have some big pieces that I might need it for, and this will fit exactly in that TV box. So yeah, dystopian memories. Oh, no joke. I think if you could turn the birds off and have just the water, it would be great. But I think that the birds would drive me nuts, because the water is even though it's the same sound scenario, after a little while, the birds are too. And I couldn't do that, but a lot of people can do that stuff. Yeah, Cameron got pizza delivered to himself.
I'm still eating it, 4 hours later.
Anyway,
that's
where that is.
When you're drinking beer.
That's where that is. So
no, well, I'm just going to shut up and listen, but I do want to say this one thing. I love following you on Instagram and YouTube, but Instagram because I'm on it more often. When I see I found this for 50 cents and sold for $50, I'm just always so fucking impressed. I love it. I love it. That's why I like reselling. I'm like, yeah.
I like going to the bins too. And Emily and I drove past the bins the other day, and I said, I really want to go. I said, but I don't. And she wasn't feeling good anyway. And she goes, I know you haven't been to the bins in a long time, Nanny. And I said, I'm going to get attacked at some point in time. And I'm kind of
attacked.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They're going to come attack me with Nerf guns, and they're on their way out to the chicken coop right now. I just heard them. So I'm just kind of like, it's happened before.
Oh, you mean in real life right now? I thought you meant at the bins. I'm like, who's attacking you and attacking you at the bins?
I had some guy attack me with the bins, throw stuff at me across. Like he was on one side and I was on the other. So 2 bins, right? And I looked up at him. There's another guy standing. This was before COVID. Another guy standing next to him. And I said, could you please not throw that stuff over here? I said, you just hit me with that. And it was like a book or something. And he dead on looked me straight in the eye and threw another one. And I said, you're messing with the wrong motherfucker, asshole. And I walked straight to the manager's office because I used to babysit him. And I told him what happened. They pulled up the videos and kicked his ass out. And he used to go in there and spend a lot of money. The guy that was standing next to him looked at the guy that threw it when he first threw it, and he looked at me, and he was just like, he couldn't believe he did it. And then when I asked him nicely to not do it, and he looked at me and threw another one, that guy took a step away from him. And Justin said he's lucky that I wasn't there because I had to beat his ass. And I said, no, it's better. It's good enough for him to be embarrassed and thrown out of the bins. I wish it could go media mail, Tommy. That would be awesome.
What's that? The picture?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, I don't think you can make an excuse for that.
Yeah. But has anybody been having problems with eBay changing their shipping? Because I've had two heavy things go out I have shipping business policies, and I specifically put those in. I had one go out that they chose media mail on, and there was no way it was a media mail. It was that big statue that had all the issues with it. And
why would eBay give them that an option, knowing it's not even a qualifier?
I don't know.
Or is that what you're asking?
But that thing was heavy, and they ended up paying $5.50 at media mail rate, and I ended up sending it Federal Express for $7 and some cents. So I coughed up the other $2, which I could. I mean, that wasn't so bad as compared to if I'd have sent it priority mail through eBay. It was like almost $18, and so I just sent it. I keep getting I get that too. When you're listing from your phone, I'll get that on like eight listings, and then it goes away for a while, and then a couple of days later it comes back. Irritating. It takes like another 10 seconds to finish your listing because you have to go all back through it. Yeah, that's irritating. Anyway, so I'm going to do jewelry first. I didn't get a ton, but I did get some cool pieces. This isn't anything super exciting. But
you can make me not big if you want. You could boot me
we could do this.
Or you could whatever you want to do. I got to go in pretty soon anyways. It's my Betty by time. There you go.
It's just a McDonald's 1987 Founders Day pin. I usually pick up anything McDonald's I find because my daughter is a manager there, and sometimes I'll give it to her and sometimes I won't.
Tracy wants to know where's my link. Is that her asking to join you?
Do you want to come in, Trace?
She said, where's my link? She's tired of watching Cameron eat pizza. She's like, boot that guy and let me join you. I know she likes jewelry because one time when I did I got some pins, like little brooches and pins, and she came on my live and she told me she liked people unboxing jewelry.
Hi, just me. That's because she's seen that. This, Tracy will know, this is fairly common. I think it's an Avon piece. It's not marked. It's cast turquoise, but it still sells for about $15 or $19. Doesn't have the chain, which doesn't mean anything, but turquoise stuff is always hot. It's always in, and it's really gaining a lot of traction right now too. Plus it's going to be, thank you very much for the coffee, Greg. I really appreciate it. And you were the first one to buy me one. That was super awesome. This is something that Tracy I didn't pay anything for any of the jewelry. They gave it to me.
They just said, look at this lady. She likes stuff. We'll give her more.
This has the box.
She just ignores me. Am I muted?
It's I don't know what people's problems are.
No, it wasn't. It was a compliment to you. Like
no. Yeah, I mean,
like,
I don't know why.
Stuff. I'm gonna give her some.
I'm not gonna. You shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth, right? I'm not taking them out of here to show you because I don't think they've ever been worn. But they're gold, not real gold, because there's some. Can you see that, Trace?
A little bit. Oh, Tracy, not me.
But they're still vintage and they're still cool and they're cufflinks and they're big and they're gaudy and they're cool. And most people sell cufflinks for dirt cheap or they just give them away. This piece is super interesting and it needs to be repaired. And it was repaired. And they bought it. They paid $99 for it at Fred Meyer's jeweler years ago. And then apparently this is the receipt. And there's notes all over it. They bought it. They had it fixed in 2016. Took 9/12 they bought it. 2016 and they had it fixed. Well, anyway. Took back into Fred Meyer's Jewelers because the chain wires were broke out. Got picked up 9/20 one day and wires broke again. Same as when I took it in. Bracelet crimped in places too. So what happened is it's sterling silver, and that is real turquoise. The spot right here, that should be on this piece right here. And whoever soldered it back together didn't do a good job, and it fell apart. So I sent you a link if you want to come in. If you don't, I had on that. No, I meant to Tracy.
I'm just cracking myself up because I just slowly, as you were looking down, like went out of the frame, and you didn't even say like, "Hey, where's Cameron?" And then I put my leg. I got my leg up in the video. Oh, all that matters is that I make myself laugh, and hopefully, I made Heidi smile or Greg or
Vinegar. Well, either you or Danica will be cleaning it off because I have a drawer in the house that I'm filling full of jewelry, and if Danica doesn't want it, then you get it. That's the dealio, Tracy O. So that's that. I got all this stuff yesterday, Greg. The stuff that I'm showing. Okay. Anyway, so in the house, when I went back to pay for the stuff that I got in the barn, this was sitting behind them. Dial X Sharpener, Secrets of Sharpening book is enclosed. Made in the USA. It's a...
Is that a vintage as seen on TV?
As seen on TV.
Nice.
Opens. It doesn't have... It does not have the cap. This is hilarious. Sometimes I buy this stuff just for the boxes because they're the best part. It does not have the cap snaffler.
That is a cap snaffler.
Cap snaffler. I was so bummed. That's the best part of the whole thing. The cap snaffler.
No cap snaffler, no purchase.
And more than likely, whoever buys it is gonna buy it for the advertisement too. I don't know. I don't care. I'll probably list it for around $19.99, somewhere around in there. There's very few things like this. I'll do a quick comp, and if I find something, I don't. If not, anybody should know to pick these up, right?
Yeah,
Justin and Marie walked right on by it, both of them. But that's okay. They look for different stuff, a lot of different stuff, because they don't sell. They sell like on Nextdoor and Instagram and stuff like that. They don't sell on any of the online platforms for the most part. They don't do Facebook Marketplace. And Justin was looking at through a box of blank I thought maybe I heard the door sneakily being opened.
Oh, you're about to get attacked by them Nerf guns.
One will come from this way, the other will come from that way. Guaranteed.
I feel like I should pull a Nerf gun out of one of my totes and like be in it with them.
What?
Hey.
Who is it?
Well,
Somebody's missing being on the YouTubes.
No.
I have this whole song that what it's been stuck in my head for like a week, and I just can't.
Can you hear me though? I didn't see if my mic was picked up.
Sound magnificent.
Okay.
Yep, you're fine.
Cool.
You have good knives. That would totally ruin your knives, but it's hilarious. I love that kind of stuff.
Is Danica? Is she still painting?
No, I think she said she was gonna go home and take a hot bath and go to bed. I saw this box reader board,
like the teacher ones.
Yeah,
nice. Yep.
Oh, I bet you those will bring in pretty
Heidi.
Wow.
Sweet.
$1.
I know, Tommy. That's what I was thinking. Yep. Do you want to join us, Tommy?
Well, I don't want to be on the spot. I just wanted to be on the side showing my feet like Cameron in the little box, but she pulled us up.
Okay, I'll do this just for you, Tracy.
I was forced to watch a movie, so
little legs on the side, you know.
There you go.
Get it up there.
Anyway, they didn't.
I sold some earrings just now.
They had some really cool earrings there, but they were all just the regular straight. I hate those earrings. They didn't have any
pierced. I like clip-ons.
Yeah, they didn't have any screw on or.
Yeah.
These things came from Portasign Enterprises in Las Vegas, Nevada. Who knows when? But they're really cool. Those will sell.
Yeah,
Some craft girl, somebody, even maybe a school or a company that has that. And the thing too is some estate sales, some sales, I'll comp the shit out of stuff that I'm not sure of.
Mm.
That was another thing Troy said to
got a 9-inch nail shirt.
Oh, 9-inch nails.
I wanna you like an animal.
Okay, I was thinking Eminem lyrics and hi kids, do you like violence? You want to see me stick 9-inch nails through each one of my eyelids? My wife found that at the bins, Noelle.
Usually you can tell if turquoise is real by what it's set in.
Well, yeah, a lot of times, but sometimes they put it in fake silver, especially like Mexican silver, like alpaca is what it is.
Right.
It's not real silver, but it tarnishes like silver. But all you have to do is take like a pin, like a one of these types of pins, and scratch the back if it's open backed, and if it's blue on the inside, it's turquoise typically because they dye all the other stuff if it's fake,
right?
And it'll be white inside.
And then I knew that owl thing wasn't real. You can tell, you can kind of tell by looking at the front if you don't know anything about it, but you can really tell by looking at the back because of the way.
Yeah. And if you're trying to determine if it's plastic or stone, just put it on your cheek. If it's cold, it's stone. If it's not, it's plastic.
Oh, anyway, I'm pretty sure this is.
Well, cold because you're outside in the cold.
Yeah, well, but it warmed right up.
But there's such an owl following.
There is, and that's the only reason. That's the only reason I grabbed it. Yeah. And it's so funny. I had it sitting on my oak table. Hang on a second, Cameron. I had it sitting on my oak table, and I Google Lensed it, and a picture came up of one sitting on the oak table, and I was like, that is so weird because it just looks like the picture I just took, but.
Go for it, bud. The great minds think alike. Y'all wanted to buy it and photograph it in the same spot. No, so question though for either of you, both of you, because I'm thinking I appreciate you sharing that, Tracy, about the turquoise. So if I got a pen, a needle or something, and I scratch something, what you're saying is if the little dust remnants of said scratching is white or gray or brown and it's not blue,
then they take a rock called howlite and they dye it, and it can look almost like real turquoise, okay, because it's similar makeup to it. So but it's white, it's always white or gray. What are you laughing at?
Look at what
Greg. Actually, Greg, I've been drinking a buttload of water.
Forget that I can do this.
And Noelle and I are very similar in the moisturizers we use.
Wait a minute.
I know.
Damn, dude. I'm left
Where's
out.
Yours, Cameron?
But I got mine for $2.
Shut up. You don't always have to be better than everyone else, okay?
I'm not. I saw that and I was like, I opened it up to see if it was brand new, right? Because I was just like, please be new, please be new. And it was brand new. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Heidi has a question too. That's a good question. Glass beads are cold too. They're less cold than stone, but they're still cold. The best way to tell if they're glass is by tapping them together, because you'll get to learn that sound of glass beads tapping together.
So what if you don't want to ruin something though? So like that little thing that Noelle had that was a owl pendant, whatever you call it, like a thing
on the back of it. The back of it was open, and that wouldn't.
I know, but what if you don't want to like scratch it? Because then you feel like that decreases.
Then you're going to have to take a guess.
Can you see? See how
another way? A lot of times, you can tell on the back. See how
On
it's
this
shiny?
one.
It just doesn't look like a real stone. It looks like a poured.
Plus, it's obvious that this is cheap metal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
I'd have no idea. So that's why I was asking. I was like, how would somebody who has no idea know?
well, okay, and a lot of turquoise, but not all turquoise, has this copper ribbon running through it because it actually has the element of copper. I think Tommy's been talking about his teats a lot lately.
No, it's a reference to Meet the Parents.
Meet the
like,
that's
yeah,
such
he's
a
like,
great
I have
movie.
teeth, Greg. Can you milk me? Yeah, that's a great line. See, we're teaching Holly. Holly didn't know either, so it's not just a dumb dude thing.
No, it's not a dumb question. And if you think it's plastic, you can just
Is it
heat that thing up.
grapefruit,
If you don't want
Ryan?
to scratch it and you heat it up and it starts to go in, it's plastic.
Ryan, is it Grey Poupon?
And Greg is just
Pardon
jumping
me.
right in there. He's like, I've got teats. Greg, can you milk me? Oh, no, never mind. That's Tommy.
That was Tommy.
Tommy's still just going with it because that's the next.
How long did you
Robert
go
De Niro.
live, Cameron? I totally ditched out on you because D. Nimmin went live, so I was out of there.
Yeah, the sad thing is when I left Sal's storage unit at like 2:30, he was like, "All right, man, 3:30. We'll go like 3:30 to 6:30." And I'm like, "I want to go until I get all my stuff listed or at least photographed."
Mm-hmm.
And in like 5 hours, was it that long?
How much did you get listed in 5 hours? It's impossible, right?
Four things.
Four things.
Yeah. But I photographed like 7.
Actually, that's why I'm here, because I came in here to list. Our movie just finished, and I came in here to list. I'm like, I'll just go on here. This is my excuse to not list.
Who?
Do you guys sell on Etsy? Yes, I do.
Let's do this. Who helped you with all the research on your shit? This one.
Who are you talking to? Me?
You and I were the ones that helped him with the research.
Oh, you did more than I did. I was busy taking pictures, but yeah, you did.
Michael did
you have
too.
good stuff. You got really good stuff. I would get the and I think I quoted you wrong. That Jim Shore piece that I've told you I'd sold before. I think I got more like 45 for it. It's a better piece. The basket with the eggs.
Pumpkin that had all the
I was having a hard time deciding how much to list it for, Tracy.
She was like, just shut up and list it. Whether you get $5.
It's been a long time. Okay, it's been a long time since I have sold that piece, so I'm saying what I probably got for it. Did you decide you were better off listing jewelry on eBay rather than Etsy? I don't sell a lot of jewelry on Etsy. I end up selling other weird shit on Etsy. I mean, I sell some, but I don't know. I'm in this habit of like, I have a lot of jewelry and I have 10 pounds coming from somebody. And then Mike is sending me a big box. So I've got 2 lots of jewelry coming. And
Tommy,
I'm like, shit.
We're not talking about Jim Bean. We're talking about Jim
Shore.
No,
he has a ton of Jim Shore. His mother collected it. So he's been selling it off.
Is that what
that's awesome,
about, Tracy?
What is that?
Is that what you saw?
Oh, you've got the pumpkin. No, I was talking about the Easter egg basket.
I listed this for $69.99.
Why? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it. Cameron, look at me. Did you get all the Easter stuff listed and then list the Halloween stuff, or did you just skip through and put that Halloween piece up? Come on, think about it.
I list. Where are they at? The creepy bunnies I just listed. Before I jumped on with Noelle. Like, can you see? Okay. Come on, stupid.
Yeah. I saw them earlier. Yeah.
I listed those, and I listed the Jim Shore basket with the eggs in it.
Okay.
I listed the sugar spun. Wow. Mm-hmm. Have another rabbit.
Oh yeah, you've been drinking. I forgot.
That fun sugar egg just about did me in because like what it was written right on the box. What it was.
They're listed. But here's the thing, I'm not gonna lie. All this stuff right here, I just took a little video and sent it to my wife in the house. And I said, look, we could make us both happy. Will we keep these for decor for our own house and or give them to your mother? Or do you really want me to list them? And I was like, please tell me to save them or give them to your mom because I don't feel like photographing and listing them. And she said, does it make me an old lady if I want to keep them? And I'm like, nah, like if we keep them, it's cool. They're nutcrackers. They're Easter. I don't give a shit what you put up. Or we can give them to your mom. And either way, I don't have to do more work. And so we're keeping those. I don't have to do more work. I don't have to list them. I don't have to deal with this.
Okay. I was just checking.
Which ones are you keeping? The nutcrackers?
The 6 nutcrackers right here.
That's the only fucking Easter stuff other than the Jim Shore shit you have that's worth anything. And you wasted all that goddamn time on those stupid candlesticks.
Oh
I'm so
I got all these nesting dolls, Noelle.
Oh, those are cool. Now, Tommy, do you have like, is it Jim Shore cows or is it the cow parade, like the painted cow parade stuff?
I love those cow parade ones.
I know.
Hang on.
I'm gonna list the nesting dolls.
Okay, do it now.
Show them back.
He's so cute. Okay, just put a 1 in the chat if you believe Cameron and Art Vandelay should do a little show together, because I do.
They're both a couple
Cameron,
of goobers.
Art, and Krillin.
Krillin would ruin that one.
Who wants a
that's
carrot?
So cute.
I think they're pretty freaking cool. When he pulled these out, I got these from Star.
Okay.
Hello.
Wait till
my God. Who is
Who
that?
wants a baby? This lady, she's got 1 baby, 2 babies, 3 babies.
It's an imposter.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, how are you? You know what? In the next few weeks, I'm going to Kansas as soon as like the weather's nicer up there. So I want to stop and stay the night near you somewhere in a hotel and go thrifting
in Jersey. You coming to Jersey?
Yeah, you bet.
This girl's coming to stay with us for a week or so.
I heard. That's awesome.
You're gonna stay in Fort Worth?
Well, I was thinking because I'm gonna source all the way up there and back, and I've got a barn. My parents' stuff is all in a barn, and we just kind of threw it in there years ago. I sold some of it. I kept some of it, but there's still a bunch left. So I'm gonna go and take care of family shit and
gotta love those barns.
Bring a truckload back, hopefully, if there's stuff in there, that's worth it. And then I thought we could hang out if I stayed there. Like I was trying to decide where I want to stop. Like I prefer the smaller towns. Just I think the sourcing is kind of better in the smaller towns sometimes.
I would love that. Okay. I would love that. I got to go to Taco Bell now.
I just was thinking, this is not Krillin. Who's this? Who is this trying to pretend that they're the long story short?
Well, I do got to tell y'all a little story about you know what, Bobby.
Tell us about your hookahs.
Bobby the butcher. I can't do impersonation.
Julie, thank you so much. Julie, are you?
I feel like I need a drink.
This
don't leave yet.
Is not.
Hang on, you guys. Hang on. Who is Flower Finds? Fess up. Fess up.
Are they in the chat?
Flower Finds just sent me $25 in coffee, and I wanted to say thank you. So, if it's you, Julie, and you're not fessing up, thank you. If it's not you, Julie, and it's somebody else not fessing up, thanks, Julie.
You're welcome.
Was that you?
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Danica.
Was that you?
I bought you some coffee.
Aw. Well, thank you. Flower Finds, huh? Did you just put that name in there for the hell of it?
No, that's my eBay name. I don't know. So years ago, I was Flower Bedhead on.
I was gonna say you're in my list. It's Flower Bedhead. Okay.
that was like my eBay Etsy name, like in 2008. So I just opened my eBay back up and changed it. Took off half of it. I don't know. It's nothing.
God, the other night I was only in your chat. I wasn't even on the screen with you, and Carter like blessed me with a buttload of coffee. I was like, dang. Thank you. Okay, I don't have any alcohol because I think my kids drank it all, but I have a little bottle of champagne, a miniature.
Nice.
Okay, shut the front door, Tommy. I didn't know about that.
Hey, does anybody want any chocolates? Who knows how many years old these are?
Just leave those in there. Just leave them in there and ship it as is.
Yeah.
I picked it up out of this. Look, check it out. Here. So I just took this off my thing and I was like, oh, maybe I should take a picture, list this, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, wait a minute. You know how you can feel when something's inside something? And I was like, there's something in this. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is one of those cheap little plastic eggs you get from a thing.
Oh, wouldn't that be cool if it was like a real boiled egg or something?
No, wouldn't it be badass if there was $100 bill in it?
Right?
that
That'd
would be
even
rad.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh yeah, cheers.
Yeah.
So you and vintage gloves and being royal. We're rare, my bad. Rare.
So
How come
Noelle
you
and I
haven't
have
been
a
outside?
Noelle and I have a new merch idea
Uh-oh.
for the fancy listers out there. We're
Period.
gonna start selling like vintage listing gloves. Like little lace
Ooh.
gloves for the
I
fancy ones.
have a shit ton of them. They're all new.
Mhm.
There you
know
go.
Why are you asleep or in bed or on the couch?
I'm not.
Where
I'm
are
on the
you?
couch.
Okay.
I was just trying to be Krillin.
Okay.
He's so
Okay.
cool.
White feeder on.
Yeah, I was gonna say next you got to go get in your vehicle and go to the.
And when you're in your car driving,
White
can you
Castle.
please put your phone down on the seat beside you so that all we can see is your gut while you're driving down the road?
That's what you would see for sure.
The
I even
answer is
got
yes,
a
then.
little Taco Bell thing there for you. Oh,
No more
No more
principals on
principals.
Etsy?
Huh.
What do you mean?
Why?
Red Dirt said something.
A lot of
About it.
people made money doing that, I thought.
Oh, they were talking about the Lego. Let me go up here a little bit, see what I can find. What did you say, Brian? Something about
Interesting.
resale custom digital invitations for birthdays or events.
Maybe they were copyrighted material on there.
It's probably nudes.
Okay, Brian, update us again while you're in there.
Oh,
He was probably sending out like dick pics of himself.
oh gosh.
I'm gonna redirect the conversation and just let
Okay,
y'all know that if you ever want to meet Sal from Sal's Dispenser in real life, you know how sometimes you don't know if people are like they are as nice as they seem online or whatever. Like, good dude. He lives 20 miles south of me. We finally met in real life. I have anxiety. I'm not shy about admitting.
Okay,
Now I know.
Reading light. Sorry.
What's that? Okay, now she's in there. Anyway, so I was a little nerd, I'm like, new dude, don't know him. Is he really cool? He's a like legit good guy. Like, I was really excited. He gave me a great deal on all this Easter shit. Apparently, I'm keeping half of it for my wife and or mother-in-law.
And
yeah.
sending half of it back because the damn guy wants the blue glass back.
Well,
Sal, if you're listening, that's not fair. I'm just kidding. He's a doll. I know.
Didn't you hear me say that? Did you guys have a written contract on that?
When we were going through it, though, like, because I didn't want to overwhelm myself and get too much stuff. He was like, I think it's mostly ceramic in there. And I was like, if I find blue glass later, you want to keep that stuff, right? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, well, then we'll just agree that if there's blue glass, like, we'll give it back to you. So it was kind of
collect that or something, or he just
he just he won't. I don't know. Maybe
that one I bet you is nice. The blue bottle that had the French name on the bottom.
It was about $15. It's a
okay.
It's a perfumed talc. But people were selling the empty bottles, and that was one of the older bottles. It was just missing the silver lid.
Oh, okay.
I only paid $50 for everything, and
that's awesome.
I showed a lot of stuff, and I think even just one of those things, one of those calico England Staffordshire.
Oh, the calico is beautiful. Before you guys started looking up the price, I was like, I'll buy it, and then I thought that's what I was thinking, and then they're worth a lot more than I thought. Damn.
Well, I don't have them all listed, so if you want to offer me a price, like, just let me know.
No, I don't. I don't need anything.
That's another problem when you're in your first trimester, Tommy. Nothing's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's not going to get any better.
First trimester, you realize he had the baby, or she had the baby already, right?
No, I thought they had just got that they were. I'm behind.
No. Well, he didn't let it out there. He didn't let it out there. No, he had a baby girl.
Congrats.
What, 2 nights ago, Tommy?
I'm with Noelle. I didn't know until like
nobody knew. Nobody knew.
Oh, okay. I was like, so we all assumed it was like not happening for another,
I know, right?
6 months or whatever.
That's probably a good thing because Tommy's family doesn't need any shit from some of the people that are shitty.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even let people.
Because there be some real shitheads out there, and as somebody asked me the other day, because they like when I say this, there's a crap ton of them out there.
I like that phrase too, crap ton. I also
And
like the phrase
And sooner or later, Cameron, you'll figure that out.
crap ton.
It's okay. Hopefully you won't.
Yeah, hopefully you won't. But what are you doing?
Me or Danica? You must be talking to Danica. She's being weird.
Danica,
I don't know. I was trying to see what that light is.
You need to go out to the kitchen and eat your food and pretend like your parents can't hear you.
Get your cereal and shut up.
Are we all
I
dimming the
already had
light?
2 bowls.
Oh,
Well,
I
Tommy,
feel so
congratulations.
there.
Accelerated pregnancy. That's hilarious. Now you got yourself another baby girl. Another 18.
Ooh.
Everybody says, "Oh, it's only for 18 years." Oh shit, my oldest is 35. My mom probably wishes I'd go away.
Oh no, she doesn't.
I hope not.
Have you said the baby's name yet, Tommy?
I haven't even asked him. I don't think he named it yet.
I thought her name might be Lady Corona.
No, that'd be cruel. Can you imagine? Oh,
Baby girl Bernard.
Maybe it's Kristen, short for Krillin.
hey Krillin, you're so dark, Annie.
Maybe it's Lynn, the other half of Lynn.
Okay, Google,
Oh.
turn on my hanging light, 50%.
Hey Google, what did Tommy name his baby?
Is that better? Okay, Google, turn my light blue.
Ellen wants to do a dance with you on her show, Tommy.
Sweet.
That's what she wants. Don't you know? All right, intermission. I'm going to show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things.
All right, good. I'm
Make
gonna
us,
do behind
make,
the
us,
shed.
make us tiny. Can we go with you, Cameron?
I don't think that's possible, but
Cameron's making a pool.
Okay, just checking.
at least
Make
I'm
us
not like.
small.
Never mind.
I'm gonna work on these listings.
I think I need
Yes.
a glass of wine.
I showed you
Do it.
guys some sharpening stones the other day that were in the boxes, like the Yamaha box and another one. This is a bar sharpening stone, and it's used to sharpen a scythe. So I went into the shop and I specifically asked the guy, I said, "Do you have any sharpening stones?" And he walked right over and grabbed. I did not know that that's what this was. And my Justin said, "Oh yeah, that's to sharpen saw blades or what, or you got the big saw blades, like the ones in the lumber mills." And I said, "I don't think that one's quite sharp enough." I said, "Maybe a smaller one," but then the guy, he had a hand scythe, which is a shorter one. And so this was $1 bar scythe. Not sure if I'm going to sell it because I have
What
2
are you
scythes.
doing, Danica? You grew a beard, Danica.
Hi, Elliot.
Hey,
How you doing?
doing great. How about you guys?
Good.
That's good to hear. Sorry to interrupt the stream.
Don't be
Are you-
sorry.
Are you staying out of trouble? Because if you are, you suck.
No, I'm up to trouble every day.
Tell her about how your album deal turned out.
Oh, yeah.
Hasn't finished yet, so I don't know how it's turned
No,
out.
remember how I told you he didn't have the money to finish it? Well,
Yeah.
He bought and sold some cryptocurrency and made the money.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Good
That's what
job.
yeah. I turned 100 into 300 in crypto in 2 weeks.
There
Yep.
you go.
I know
Got-
it's doing.
got-
It's on fire right now, man.
You got to be
Crypto.
rocking and rolling for sure.
But I keep
So-
wanting to sell. Like I want to sell so bad because I'm impatient.
I don't own
I'm
any of
not
that
good at
shit.
Was
I
that
need
your
to.
son, Danica?
That's
Yeah, that's my
Elliot.
17-year-old, my middle boy.
He's the middle one. So, any of this kind of stuff that's vintage,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
panel magic, it's full. I paid
you say-
$1 for.
Anal magic.
Yep,
Yep.
I sure did.
Anal bleaching magic. Carpet
That's right.
ride.
That's right. They bought this at Ernst Hardware for $3.29 in the 70s,
Anal magic.
and it's got a new herbal fragrance.
What are you talking about?
I was really
Anal fragrance, is that what you said?
yep,
Okay.
a new herbal fragrance. I did was kind of snotty, nasty to Marie and Justin, I will have to say, because I got some of these and I showed them on my haul.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
This looked like shit. I washed it, I cleaned it out, and it works. It is.
It's copper, yeah?
It's Eagle. It's copper
it's
overlay.
Okay.
I think I have it listed for $29.
Danica, you are surprisingly like Krillin right now.
I know, right?
No barcode on it.
Are you watching TV?
Oil and gas, you guys.
Hydroflow, it sounds like.
Charged me $3 for the
Go ahead,
oil
baby.
cans. The oil cans, this and this, he charged me $3 for. Really, Danica? You should be. Doesn't Krillin chew gum?
And you hear Annie said she thought that Krillin was actually on here and saw Danica and thought Krillin has a woman in his bed. What is happening?
Dude, I missed that. I'm sorry, Annie.
Oh man!
Oh,
Annie,
shit.
good one, Annie. I mean, sorry, Krillin, if you're watching, bro, but that was funny. That was funny. I don't care who you are.
He doesn't even know who I am.
He doesn't know who I am either.
Much less would he come on my show, so whatever. We're not in his league.
Krillin.
And that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a funny little attribute to the Tommy and Tracy, the Tracy and Tommy show.
Because I heard her and Jen talking about K-pop and how she hates K-pop, so I managed to get her phone away from her, and I just spent the last 10 minutes with her chasing me around the kitchen while I was trying to type in K-pop on her YouTube search bar, and I managed to hit enter, and now that's all she'll see for like the next week and a half.
You're welcome.
So let's take this one further. I got some books. I think I showed Cameron. Let's see if I can find it, if I can dig them out. What is it? What were they? The atheist, anarchist?
Oh, I don't want to see that again. That's terrible.
Antichrist.
You probably got excited when you saw that. Tico.
Well, I feel about the same way about a Bible. So, and I listen to people. As a matter of fact, I unsubscribed yesterday from Alex Fatman the Flipper because wow, just wow. I love that guy, but wowie, wow.
Tell me more.
Did you
What
get
happened?
I don't watch, so I unsubscribed a long time ago.
Jesus, this and God, that, and here, there, and everybody, and I was waiting. I love Alex to death. I love Alex to
I
death.
ordered him one, and it was too big, so I ordered him a smaller one, and then we found a better deal. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I didn't have you on mute. I'm sorry.
So we were talking. So I got these because they were just hilarious.
Noel, will you keep an eye on the bottom of your screen for a little while too, while you're going?
What am I looking for?
Just if anyone pops in.
Oh, yes. Oh, Leroy's here.
Hi, Leroy.
Everly Bernhard. You can tell. Oh, that would be. Is that what her name is?
I like Everly. That's pretty.
That's
I don't
really
know.
pretty.
Is that the name? Tell me. I wasn't looking.
Could call her Evie for short. And everyone wins. Oh, maybe Annie's just suggesting that. Holly, yes, you could use Leon. That would be my name backwards. Dren, my grandson, is very proud to tell everybody that his name backwards is Nerd.
I think he should name it Leroy. Leroy Jenkins Bernard. She's a doll.
That's hilarious. Anyway, I was sitting on the ground. Oh, so before I could get into the other end of the shop, Justin runs over to the other side. Apparently, there was a brand new pressure cooker in a box over there. He'd already been in there through it, and we started talking about stuff, and so he ran over and got that, which is fine. I have like 5 of them sitting back here.
Yeah.
I don't need any more. I have the ones that I use for myself. My mom has a couple down at her house that I'm probably going to confiscate from her because she's 78 almost, and she should not be pressure cooking.
No, unless it's an electric one. That's why I switched over, because I exploded one in my kitchen, and it.
You shouldn't be pressure cooking canning.
Oh, I wasn't. No.
Okay, all right. And then
no, I used to can.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I used to can with Granny, and we pressure cooked a lot too.
Anyway, so boys, so his little K-pop thing, we were all talking about this, and then we got on Christian. My youngest son thought it was hilarious because this has a peace sign on it. He's just like, really? And then he goes, he's looking at this. I go, oh, you have to see this. It's just hilarious. I mean, whatever anybody wants to believe, that's fine, you know?
Right.
But he goes, Justin, you got to look at this. Presumed number of Antichrist. That's what it says right there.
666.
And then he goes, or as Arnold Schwarzenegger would say,
999.
I am not a cat.
And so Emily, who just turned 14, she's all, and then Justin, who he goes, if you read, they were talking about the Antichrist. Who's the Antichrist? And so he's like, the Antichrist was supposed to be a person sired by Satan. If Satan came down on the planet, he was told, Satan came down on earth, and he sired a son. That would be the Antichrist. And Emily goes, how do you know about all this stuff? And he pulls up he goes, I think it's John 2:22. It's in the Bible, Danica, and it talks about it. John 2:22 and 3 something. I don't remember exactly. Anyway, and so pretty soon Ryan starts laughing. He goes, didn't South Park do, we were talking about Christian music and so on and so forth. And in Christian music, you don't go gold. Gold in Christian music is myrrh. And I go, myrrh, that sounds like something on South Park. And they started laughing. And apparently South Park did a whole thing on this. And pretty soon they're pulling up South Park. This is my life, you guys.
Okay, but South Park has done some very brilliant things. Whether you like it to watch
I think
or not,
hilarious.
they are so freaking smart in the way they just attack everybody equally.
Yeah.
They don't miss a beat.
They're equal opportunity haters.
Because I hated that show at first until I saw the evolution one where fish turn into humans, and it's so good. I was like, okay, I'm hooked now. Hi.
Great.
Hi.
You have a good weekend?
Hey, Danica, are you there?
You there, Danica?
Danica.
Danica's playing South Park.
She's rocking out.
Oh my gosh, I never knew what the words were to that.
I don't know them either, but I'll Google them later when there's not a little kid.
Terrible.
Just saying.
Right.
And then South Park. How come I'm big? Why am I big? Please don't make me feeling very
Show us
self-conscious.
something. Stand
Me
up
and my
and
green
dance or
Power
something.
Ranger are feeling a little like weird, awkward.
I love girls with deep vaginas. I love girls with big fat titties.
That's
funny.
what it says. The lyrics are.
Oh, I thought that was your screensaver.
I thought that was a tattoo on your back.
It's my tramp stamp.
Where did our host go?
She's busy.
Earth and Noel.
She's probably making chicken noodle soup from scratch.
Hopefully she's
or
putting
something.
earmuffs on that child while
I think that child's used to it, honestly. Although I don't really want to add to that.
What even made you think to look up those lyrics just now, Danica? That's what I want to know.
I wanted to play the song.
And closed captions automatically came on.
Wait, she just started a new stream. she's like, F that. I don't want anything to do with this.
Okay. Then here's what we're gonna do.
You're lying.
We're gonna go here and see if we can retain how many people are here.
She just sent me a link to the new stream. Y'all are out.
Tommy, are you still with us? And why am I the only person?
Who's staying with us? Because we're against Noel now. It's my show. Or Cameron's. It's Cameron's.
Well, no, it's not my. I mean, it's
you're on the big screen.
Oh, man, I don't like this because I was going to go to bed.
No, you're not. You're eating pizza and drinking beer.
No, I'm not even drinking beer anymore. What's this stuff called?
It's probably Holly.
Beer. It's diet beer. My wife had it in the fridge. All my other regular beers are gone.
Yeah, my kids drank all my alcohol. So I was
100 calories. Look at me. I'm losing weight. Leroy's staying with us. Annie's staying with us. All right. Did Danica leave? No, she's just like this. She's backwards.
What are you doing?
Here's Danica.
Noel. Come back in. I don't know what to tell her. We are still live.
I literally wheezed. Your Honor,
maybe wait. Are we not? Wait. Are we live though? Okay, we are because they're answering.
No, Leroy said he's gonna stay with us.
Okay.
And Caffeinated Christy says, "LOL." Wow.
We're is someone could tell her to come back?
I know. I'm thinking Red Dirt Picker. I almost called you a pricker.
Pricker.
Anyway, dude, she said. No, he said. They said. I don't know. Does she get double hours if we stay on? Oh,
here. Okay.
Tommy saved me. Hang on. Now I gotta go back into StreamYard and end that one.
It's so weird to hear my voice because I feel like my brother's talking, but it's me.
Oh god.
She's a hoot.
Is she gone? Did she come back? What the fuck just happened there?
She said, fuck that. I don't want to be here.
No, she came back and said, Tommy told me.
Mm-hmm.
But then she said, fuck you guys, I'm going back to my other one.
No, she's going to go in the other one.
What the?
We can just watch her from here. She
Y'all
could get double hours.
Y'all have sisters that have a similar voice to you? And when you hear yourself, you're like, that sounds like my sister.
I can't believe I just did that. So, yeah, because I apparently am not smart enough to remember that my computer monitor is a touch screen. New tonight. I'm so excited. You guys are awesome.
Yay!
We knew you were in it for the double hours, man.
We're the right. We stuck with you no matter what. We just stayed.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
If you ever get lost, you just stay in one place because those who care about you will just wait right there and they'll come find you.
Wait, this is what you tell children when you're in an amusement park, just so you know, Noel. He's treating you like a child.
If I took my children to an amusement park, I would hope that I would never see them again.
I lost a kid at an amusement park. It was so scary. Oh, no.
Cameron, we are the children who just waited right here. Just stood right here, waited for the grown-up, Noel, believe it or not, to come and join us.
You always say that because I'm the oldest one here.
I have a story. I had a cousin that was always messing up everything. He was.
Wait a minute. Tommy, are you here? Dren gave. Hang on a second here. I'm going to lower this down.
You're doing really good for your first live.
I think Tommy's breastfeeding his baby.
Oh, I should turn that other video into a short. That's a good idea. Okay. Dren gave Danica and I some really good advice the other day as to how to get the diamond play button on YouTube. Are you guys ready for this?
Listen.
Okay, tell them how.
You have to have a lot of channels, a couple gaming channels, and merch for fans to buy.
Merch for fans to buy. And what will they? What else? What else did you tell us? He told. I kid you not.
Wait, so we don't even need any views or watchers? I'm in, man. I'm getting my
supposed to be funny. Do you need to be funny?
And they'll give you thumbs up. And also, you would also need to make a lot of merch.
A lot of merch.
A lot of merch.
Do you
You are a marketer at heart, buddy. Good job.
He said we should sign some of it.
And make squishies.
And make squishies. Should you try to get them to subscribe to all of your channels?
Yes.
Yes.
And have a couple gaming.
And
oh my god, I had that when I was a kid.
Would it be good to have a cute little boy who does really neat things with his eyebrows come on your show every once in a while?
Wow, you have the people's eyebrow.
Not a good idea.
Hey,
do you know who Dwayne the Rock Johnson is, Dren? No? Okay.
He just does it naturally. He's like, I don't know how to do that.
What
I can't do it.
What did Uncle Rye buy you for lunch today?
Burger.
Say the word.
Burger.
Burger. Buggas. Because he's got
Burgers.
Anyway, you
You're
guys,
a smart cookie.
I wish Dee and Nick were in here so that they could have gotten that.
Yeah.
Little bit of information from a 7-year-old kid as to what you need to do to get the diamond play button, because apparently I think he's been watching
Rake and Profit.
No, fuck, I don't. Unspeakable. Who's the other big guy that he's on? I think Nick
Daryl Eves.
Daryl Eves, thank you. I love Daryl.
Oh my god, he's the best.
Anyway, so I don't know why I couldn't think of his name, but I followed him for years, believe it or not. Uh-oh. Anyway, so Leroy, you must get some merch. Should probably have a plate of food with a wrench or two around it.
No. Did you even hear a word I said?
I need to get some gaming channels.
What kind of merch? Leroy, you need a gaming channel. Monopoly, Risk, something.
I'm setting up my gaming channels right now.
Video game channel.
VTO game channels. So
yeah, like Minecraft, modern Minecraft, like any game. I prefer Among Us. You know why?
Why?
It's a murder mystery game, and plus, guess what? It's really popular and new.
Ooh.
You want to do
what is? Hey, Dren, what does sus mean?
Suspicious.
Ah, nice. Okay.
And everyone says in Among Us, "Where's sus?"
Yeah.
Everybody, literally, everyone thinks we're suspicious.
Okay.
Do they sometimes say literally?
First.
Jaden, do they sometimes say literally, but they actually mean figuratively, but they're not really educated, so they overuse the word literally, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Literally.
Yeah, do you hear him?
And in Among Us, there can be 1 or 2 imposters. They're just aliens.
Right.
My 17-year-old recently told me about this. Yes.
Hey, Dren, can I ask you a favor?
That was the extent of it.
Drin, can I ask
the
you a
aliens
favor?
tried to kill everyone.
Can I
Yes.
ask you a favor? Because you seem like a pretty smart cookie, right? You're pretty smart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What would you name Tommy's baby?
What would you name a new baby girl?
Mm.
Here we go, Tommy. We're sticking with whatever he says.
Elizabeth.
Ooh, that is a good name. Liz or Beth for short.
You could call her Lizzie or
Or
Beth
Or Elizabeth.
or E.
Or E.
Okay,
Elizabeth.
what's your second choice?
This is her middle name, Tommy.
Harper.
What?
What did he say?
Harper.
Topher?
Harper.
Harper.
Oh,
Oh,
Harper.
I like that name.
I like Harper.
Harper.
That's cute.
Harper Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Harper Bernhard.
Harper
There you go. Job
Harper.
done.
Either way, it's either HEB.
No matter what Tommy names the baby,
Or
we're all
EB.
gonna call her Elizabeth Harper.
How's Beth Harper doing? How's
Betsy.
Harper Lizzie doing?
Better BH than BM.
And the imposters in Among Us try to kill all the
Go back to
crewmates. They succeed. They win the game if the crewmates vote them out of space. The crewmates win and start a new round. And also, there's a lot of mobs for every popular new game. A lot.
Hey,
Yes,
there's
you
a
do.
lady in the chat called Elizabeth, and she likes your choice of name. Okay.
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh shit! Shoot.
Oh, look at the kitty cat Elizabeth has for her. Hi, Elizabeth. And hey,
Elizabeth, you're live. She's not a real cat.
Also, there is little pets and masks and hats you can buy in Among Us that follow you around. The hat, you just wear the mask.
How do we get that on StreamYard?
The
Or
mask,
YouTube?
hats, and pets in Among Us.
hey, did you and Daddy find anything good at the estate sale yesterday?
All I want to be is a dancing hot dog.
You can't be a dancing hot dog in Among Us.
Oh, you can't be a hot dog? Can you be a hamburger?
What do you got
You
against
can't be
wieners?
any food.
No.
In Deer Simulator, you can be a food. If you find that death
Can I turn from a potato
you can
into a
turn
French fry?
food. No. In Deer Simulator, if you find the giant desk and you jump up there, there's a toaster, and if you click
Look,
eat,
my friend Leroy wants to know,
right there.
should the baby start a gaming channel right away before she can walk?
No. And
No screen time until the age of 3 and up, right? That's what they
the
say.
deal, if you jump on top of the desk with the giant toast on it, that's also giant, you can go in and turn into a piece of bread.
Piece of bread. Then I could turn into Tracy's oatmeal something cakes.
You got
No.
it more right than you did earlier.
No, you could turn into her French toast bake.
No, all
Oh,
you
it
can turn
sounds so
into
good.
bread.
Good night,
Tell-
Danica. Say good night to Danica. She's
Oh,
falling
bye.
out.
Long story
Tell
short.
Danica night night. Tell her to sleep.
Good
tight.
night.
Wait, I
Dren.
don't let the bed bugs bite because
That's
they
right.
would leave chili claws into them, and there might be something in your closet.
I think he needs to just start his own channel because I could just listen to this guy talk all day long.
He's got more sense than half the reseller channels out there. Okay.
Go to bed and don't let those bed bugs bite.
In Deer Simulator, you can also get weapons as antlers and have a grenade for a head.
Have you guys ever watched Deer Simulator? It's
It's hilarious.
hilarious.
Dren, I have a
Karen, check.
Dren. Your mother's grandmother's a reseller.
Yeah.
What is the best advice you could give? Like, what's the secret to reselling? What is the one secret?
Buy stuff to resell.
There you go.
Wait a
Fun.
minute.
Wait a minute. Think that through.
If you buy stuff to sell, you're just getting and wasting money.
So, how do you get stuff to sell?
You buy.
Steal it.
No.
No,
No, Tracy.
I don't know.
From an auction that sells items
Blue. Oh.
and buy one, get a lot for
Free.
$10.
Free.
Okay, so $10 is the secret to
But
reselling.
you gotta buy a lot
$1.
for $10.
Ooh,
That's right.
$1.
He changed it. He
So-
decreased it 10%. He said
Fill
$1
up a whole bunch of bags, right?
Mhm.
for 90.
Is he selling a course? No, Leroy, this is all free.
Not yet.
all
But
free
he's going to have merch out there pretty soon.
He
so.
was telling. I keep telling his dad that he's wanted a YouTube channel for like 4 years.
Yes, I
He's
have.
7. He's been
He's trying
following.
to sell his stuffies. He's trying to sell
Peekaboo.
stuffies.
Oh yes, he
Class.
opened a stuffy store in his room, and nobody came up and I had a VIP pass, and I missed it, and he got
Mhm.
so upset that he came and took my VIP pass away, and he closed his stuffy store down.
And I whipped them in two.
Oh.
All of
Did you clean up your mess afterwards, though? Let's get the important stuff out of the way.
There's 25 cents for a stuffy.
I'll give you on the morning.
Can
Good
I
deal.
trust you on that?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Do we get a
Did
pinky
Danica
swear?
leave? It looks like she's still here on my screen.
So, long story short, buy stuff cheap,
Yeah,
sell it high,
yeah.
don't steal it,
That's Danica. That's
and sell
Tracy.
merch.
She's still here, but her picture says Taco Bell.
It says long.
Hey, Drake, what does my picture say?
It
Steal
doesn't
everything.
say.
It says. There she is.
Hi,
Says-
Danica.
Hi,
Miss-
buddy.
Yeah.
Tell
I've been
Danica how many
watching-
times we watched her spinning around in the snow. Remember when it started snowing down there, and we just watched it and watched it and watched it more than 2 times.
It all melted. Ours is all melted. How about you, Danica?
Oh yeah, it was
the
70
chain-
today.
Yeah, we had the chainsaw
still-
out today.
We still have big snow drifts up against the barn.
Yeah. And there's a giant snow pile right next to the barn. Not
Did you
the
make a
barn, the
snowman?
garage that I can climb.
He did.
Did you make a snowman, Dren?
And once he melted all the way, I destroyed his remains.
That's the best part, right?
Also, I got a hole into his head to make a brain. So you could grab the brain and throw it, and then you have to grab it and put it back.
Wow.
Yeah, only for $1.
Great, I got a question.
I've started so many businesses that have failed.
Great, can I ask a question, buddy? So to get it,
He's raising
frozen?
his hand like,
Right.
okay,
Can
can
I
you
ask a
call on
question, buddy?
Cameron, please?
yes, Cameron. Is it Cameron?
What?
buddy? Okay.
Cameron
Um,
would talk.
I just want to
Yes.
make sure
Yes,
because I'm
Cameron.
going to
Yes,
start
Cameron.
following your rule very closely in my life.
Mm.
Are you telling me is the advice you're giving? Don't buy it unless I can make at least $10. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Like-
At least
Okay.
buy it for $1 if you can make $100.
Oh, great advice. 10. I don't even know what to say to that, buddy. I should 100 times my money is what you're saying.
Yep.
Yep.
Jen's
Two for the moon.
closet. Jen would like to know more about how you destroyed the remains of the snowman.
I just basically whacked it with its own arm and kicked it. Snowmen are evil. I also tried to make a mini snowman.
Hey, Dren. Do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a
Do you have
snow?
any more advice for anybody? Hey, no running around in here. Did you have anything else that you needed to tell us?
Oh yeah, good night, cause it's bedtime.
Oh, were you supposed to just
Hi, buddy.
tell me night night?
Yeah, I got
Alright.
distracted.
I love you, buddy. Night night.
Night.
I get
Brush your
distracted.
teeth and brush your teeth, man.
2 hours ago, Dren, my wife said, "Are you coming in the house?" 2 hours ago, I've been distracted.
Just look at what you would have missed.
I learned about building snowmen.
Tracy,
And
do you see this? That's what
forget
that's
the
about.
10x rule when you can
That kid
100x.
is so effing smart. It's not even funny. And every day, that's what I get every day from him. Do you know what I get every night at the dinner table? Okay.
What?
That's how he rates whatever I made for dinner.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is he doing? I got you.
Yeah.
I got
Even
you.
if it's his favorite meal, depending on if he doesn't want to stop and eat, he wants to do whatever it is he's doing.
Mhm.
And the funny thing is he's not allowed to play any games online, like to go into a group and play anything.
Mhm.
He would love to. I would love to let him play Minecraft online and go in to some of the there's
You
a
have
there's
to
a couple.
monitor it so heavily.
That's just it. I'm not about that, but he has Minecraft and he
and plus he's smart. Like, let him stay smart, because I swear if I could go back in time, I would never have allowed my kids to play video games. Honestly, no way.
Is that what's wrong with me, Tracy? I've been playing.
Yes, I mean, like,
1984 or 5 when Nintendo came out. I was like, Mario, okay. And me and my best friend Bo Perezu across the street.
Were you even alive in 1985?
Yeah, I was 4, and we were playing Nintendo.
yeah.
At 4?
Welcome to America, Sesame Street, Nintendo.
I graduated from high school in 1985.
Oh my god.
Well, you what? So you could be my mom?
Say what? What?
Say
what?
What? Yeah, I just that was my. It came with the original Mario Duck Hunt, the controller, the little Nintendo Duck Hunt gun, and I would just hang out at Bo's house across the street for hours, probably days, before my mom would be like, "Come in the house," with their little Costa Rican accent, and I'd be like, "What? What day is it? What?" You just
Greg,
played this-
you're 2 years younger than my youngest son, Ryan.
What happened to me? I never played video games. Nothing, Leroy. You're better off, probably, buddy. What's with the roosters or the cocks?
Rick, they're cocks.
That's
Only 3? Wow.
how come I only get
Lazy
3?
Rick. I know.
Okay, there's no children watching and or listening. Can I tell an adult? It's not super gross or inappropriate, but a little story about
Go ahead.
roosters and cocks. Okay, so we were in Mexico on a vacation before the vid several years ago, and my wife was at the pool bar. Yeah, when you swim up and there's like a bar around the pool bar. I was drinking Corona, probably half wasted on the side of the thing, not in the pool. And she and my, at the time, like 15-year-old daughter come out of the water just cracking up laughing. And I'm like, what's going on? I saw you girls chatting with those people. They were like, oh my gosh, this guy, he was so funny. First of all, it's not funny for my 15-year-old, but pretend she wasn't there. For my wife, this part was funny. Apparently the guy says to her, because he didn't know how old our kid was, but anyway, he says, would you like to see my 12-inch cock? And she's like, what? And he had an English accent or whatever, so he sounded all like way cooler than us boring American dudes, with his accent. You want to see my 12-inch cock? And she's like, what? And before she can even like say yes or no, because hopefully she'd say no, but again, I'm lit on the side of the pool, not paying any attention. He pulls up his swim trunks and he has a rooster, like 12 inches tattooed on his leg. And that's his 12-inch cock.
Damn.
Anyway.
Some people, the lengths they go to pull their pants up.
Yeah. I was like, really? That's what you need to do, to hike up your shorts and show her your rooster? Sorry. Okay, that wasn't that funny. Go on with any other conversations you want to have. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I was messaging.
There was no
I don't
penis
pay attention
involved.
very well.
I was being PG-13-ish.
That's all right. It's that time of night.
What else do you have to show us, Noelle? I know you have something.
Jen said, "Oh my God, what the hell?" There must be a delay.
Thank you, Heidi.
Did you get another coffee or
I
5?
got another coffee.
Nice. Hey,
Thank you very much.
are you
all
going
the
to share, Tracy and I, your estate goods?
My what? I'm gonna show you. Okay, I don't know if you were still in there or not, Tracy. I have this 1950s vintage men's satin smoking jacket from Hong Kong. I know it's authentic. I know where it came from because the estate sale that I cleaned out, that I got paid $5,000 to clean out, plus they gave me all the stuff this last summer. That's where it came from, and it was my youngest son's best friend's grandparents' house. But it didn't have the tag in it that said what it was made out of, so I couldn't specifically say. I've had it listed, and I wasn't going to sell it for less than $100. And this guy would not stop, and he called me a clown. He called me all kinds of names. I blocked him. I did everything I could. And then eBay told me, "Oh, you just need to end the listing and relist it." And I said, "Bullshit. I have 36 watchers on this thing, and I am not ending it." I said, "You guys have the power to take care of him. I pay for an anchor store so that I can call you and get this shit taken care of." And he goes, "Well, that's the only way you can fix it." And I said, "No, it's not." And so I hung up and I called back, and I got another person, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't know what they were smoking." That's not necessarily what they said, but basically, you know. Anyway, and so because every 3 or 4 days he'd go, "Oh, you still haven't sold it? I'll sell it to you I'll buy it for $60. And I said, "No, you won't." And I said, "Just so you know, I've reported you to eBay for harassing me and blah, blah, blah." And that really pissed him off. "You don't know what harassment is." And I was like, "Dude, I do. More than you'll ever know."
I think you have a celebrity that's going to come in and say hi in a minute.
Wait, are you speaking of
36 people
Tommy
watching? What? That's cool. Give her a thumbs up, people.
Wow.
Who's
And
here?
so
Say hi.
I sold it. Who's here?
A bunch of lurkers. Why don't they?
That's okay. I understand that too. I don't judge on that. But I want to know if you're here.
So I
Hi,
sold
Karen.
it tonight for $100, and the guy messaged me, "If I buy this right now, can you guarantee I'll get it by Thursday?" And I answered him back. I said, "I can't guarantee you that you'll get it by Thursday." I said, "I'm not the post office. I can guarantee you that I will put it in the mail first thing in the morning, and that depending on where you are and whatever's going on with the post office, it's priority. You should." He's in California, and he goes, so pretty soon he buys it. And then he sends me a message. He goes, "I really appreciate your honesty in that." He goes, I'm leaving on Friday, and I'm buying it to take with me." And he goes, and so he goes, "I'll pay extra."
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you, Cameron. Wow. I thought he was showing something he just sold.
Nah, I'm not that cool.
I don't like it. When anybody asks you to guarantee anything, I'm just like, nope, no guarantee. Even if I could guarantee it, I'm not going to guarantee it, right?
Even I wouldn't even guarantee him to get it if I overnighted it to him.
No.
You know, you just can't.
Your control, yeah.
And so I mean, it was really cool that he sent back that, "Hi, Holly. Again, I know you're lurking. That's fine."
Hi, Holly.
And so, you know, that was really cool that he answered me back. This was and signed his real name on it, you know. But anyway, so I told him, I said, I will Federal Express it to you tomorrow if you'd like.
Have a celebrity in the chat, Noelle. Hi, Zahir.
Zahir I hear Zahir is here. Zahir.
Oh my gosh,
Do you know who
I feel like no, I should know who this is. I'm gonna
God, he is literally the best
Here,
reselling.
How do you not know Zahir?
Wait, I might be following him on Instagram. That sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Who
I
cares
won't
about
guarantee.
Instagram? Go to YouTube,
I
type in
could
Zahir
guarantee that
Malik.
you're gonna get it
Okay, my bad.
sometime in the next year.
Let's
I'll
get the
guarantee
look.
you can get it sometime in the next year. Anyway, this
Right.
thing is, it's like a size 52. It's huge. It's like a 2X or a 3X.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think I follow this guy on Instagram. Maybe not.
Anyway,
He's
Anyways,
not
I'm
that great on
subscribed now,
Instagram.
Zahir.
Okay, he doesn't put a lot of effort out. Well, he doesn't really. He puts effort out on YouTube now.
All right, I'm on the Zahir bandwagon now.
Okay.
I subscribe, so
Okay.
Tommy, did you put something out somewhere? He's
I
good
know.
at
I
that.
was talking to him on Facebook, and I
How-
told him
how do you
that
like
what-
this?
because I'm surprised you even replied. I'm like, I'm on a live right now, so he's
I wore this hat for you, Zahir.
hello.
hello.
Poppy. Hello,
You should have
Poppy.
been in here 10 minutes ago. You could have gotten a schooling on how to get a diamond play button from a 7-year-old.
Mhm.
And had to like make a what's his name? Olaf. Make an Olaf very afraid for his life.
His Dren's kindergarten teacher said, I know I've said this before, and now you guys will believe me. When they would sit down and have their 30 minutes worth of little, what did everybody do last night or when they got out of school, the kids would like circle around Dren and listen to him because they couldn't, they would just listen to him talk because he used all these big words and he knew what they meant. And she goes, and he uses them properly in full sentences.
Yeah.
And his voice has matured a little bit, but he really had like the Munchkin from the Wizard of Oz. That's what he really sounded like. and
with his teeth missing, it's really just cute.
I was trying to get him to say your name because he can't say T's very well, so it would have been it's Shri and tree and it's just gonna break my. I told him and Booga. That's the best one.
Booga. my little brother, my 4-year-old younger than me brother, when we were little.
Wait, Cameron. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. Are you being serious?
Yeah, this is a real life story.
No. You don't know who Craigslist Hunter is?
Oh, that was a joke. That was a joke.
Okay, I'm like, are you serious? Like, I don't know.
I've been following Pete since he used to do his videos down in the basement of his old house when he started like 40 years ago.
You know, I've been thinking, like, where did this rabbit hole start? And I finally, like, about 3 weeks ago, realized that it was Slobby Robbie, because I was watching Netflix, and I was like, this stuff sells, and I know because I have sold stuff on eBay before, and I've flipped things in real life before. So why don't I do that? Like, I like that. Why don't I do that just on the side? And then I must have like went literally to YouTube and said like, how to sell things on eBay. And then I can't remember like which of the resellers then.
Oh, yes, you can. Everybody remembers. I can tell you exactly who YouTube sent me to. Okay.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it was
I'm
Rowdy
pretty-
Roots or the Craigslist Hunter or Rockstar Flipper or what's his nuts.
It was
Tornado.
Weekend Profit who they sent me
Oh,
to.
really?
Yeah.
Don't waste your time on the Rockstar Flipper and
And I
Rake 'em
think
Profit.
Rockstar was next. Like, YouTube doesn't know what to do. Okay.
Yeah, it just when Luis and Lone Star Louis and Luis, Cali reseller Luis, when they had Slobby Robbie on their show, I was like, that's who I saw not on YouTube, but like on, you know, streaming content, Netflix, that made me think this is possible. You can go buy some crap at the Goodwill and like flip it and make money, or yard sales, garage sales, estate sales, what have you. But then I must have then, you know, taken that next step and went on YouTube and Googled or YouTubed, searched somebody, but I can't remember, you know, who or how that wormhole started.
I met a guy at one of the estate sales this weekend. I had left to get some more money so I could buy I bought a new chair from my office. It's really nice.
Yeah.
From my office.
I did. I'm telling you, because I'm not in my office, but I'm always like this and whatever. Anyway, we'll see if that gets any better.
Yeah, but you're probably like, I can't sit still no matter how comfy my chair is. I just can't sit still. So are you not like that?
But when you're falling off of it because your
Okay.
cushion is, that's a little different.
Yeah.
I like Casey as a person in real life. I've met him. I've hung out with him.
Who's
He
Casey?
is the same age as my oldest son, but he's cocky and he really doesn't care. And I would tell him that to his face and he knows it. And oh my God. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for this?
Okay. There he is. Sorry.
Oh no, that's actual Krillin.
I'm apologizing for sending him the link.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
I really wanted you here when Danica was pretending to be you.
You missed it. Maybe she should come back. You should probably Instagram her.
Should I go get in bed and turn my lights down low and pretend to be Krillin?
That's hilarious.
Like me. I can't fall asleep, and I can't be on. I left my charger at the store.
She had her.
Okay, Noelle. The thing is, with people like that, they have to act cocky and like there's something because then all the blind little sheep think, oh, he's something, because they fall for that shit. Okay, they fall for it, and whose fault is it? Maybe it's the sheep's fault. Maybe. Like, you have to be able to look through some of that, right?
Oh, I know.
Maybe it takes you. Maybe you're not going to realize that the very first time you see their shit. It took me a little while to figure people out, but it becomes very obvious after a while.
I'm eating hummus. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Hi, Krillin. How are you, darling? I haven't talked to you in a long, long time.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm sure, like, everybody's asking you the same question. Like, do you have electricity?
Well, obviously,
we only lost our electricity for 2 hours. My daughter came over last night, stayed the night so she could shower. She went 4 days without a shower because they didn't have water. But
well, you had water.
We're lucky though, because I'm right outside of Austin. We're in an area that gets their energy from somewhere else and their water from. But granted, people around me still lost, certain things that are nearby. But like, our grocery store shelves are still pretty bare, like, and empty. My son got in a car accident yesterday. And
is he okay?
We've lost a bunch of our trees. Some of them, there's very little damage to the house, but there's a little that we got to work on. It almost, one of the tree branches almost went through the window where my son was taking a nap on the couch. It's literally like 2 inches from the friggin' window, and it was a huge branch. But,
so the temperature is back up now.
It was hot today. Everything's melted. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got to be Mudsville now.
Oh yeah, it's messy. Because then, like, my husband and my son went out to our property to cut up some trees there and bring the chainsaw home so we could cut the trees here. And it was so muddy. Yeah.
Yeah. Herman Miller. I have vintage Herman Miller.
Ah, nice, Heidi.
Yep.
You can't go wrong with that.
Herman Miller is probably the best to get. They probably have them in every big city, but in Portland, there's a huge office supply store, and you can get them there for $10 and $15 all the time.
Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, she's got a baby Eames also. Damn. Girl.
You'll be a grandma someday. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, life with Dren is never boring. Never. I am going to lose my shit when he moves down to California with his dad in a couple of years.
Oh, let me tell you about my son's accident real quick. I mean, he's okay. Okay, so I'm laughing. He gets home. He's like, Mom, I hit, the side of the freeway, right? What's that thing called? The barricade thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I hit some ice and, I did a tailspin and You guys, I didn't really realize till I got home, but my bumper's gone. I go, shit. So I go, if it's not that terrible, like it's best to have the bumper because we have a cool mechanic guy that might be able to work on it, right? And it'd be a lot cheaper than buying a new bumper for your truck. And he went to go try to find it with his dad, and it was too dark, so he went in the morning, and he goes, Mom, listen, he goes, okay, so I start picking up this bumper in the spot that I wrecked, and then I realize it's for a Toyota Camry. So he puts it down, and he looks over, he's like, is that my bumper? No, there are 3 bumpers in the same spot. And I'm like, did you get yours? He goes, yeah.
Good night, Jen.
Oh, he did get it.
Night, Jen.
So check this out.
Robert.
This 50 came rolling into the estate sale just as we were getting ready to leave, and I about died laughing.
That's so...
Can you see what's on the top?
No.
Hold it
Hang
still.
Hang on. I don't know if you can because of the. Let's get it further away. There's a shopping cart on the top, like it's a. Can you see it now?
Yeah, like a regular shop, like a metal shop.
Yeah. It looks like they just put some plywood on as a bumper.
Every tire is different.
Every door is different.
The flame.
Is that your car?
It's got a 2x4 bumper. That's Justin Perlette right there. I was trying to. He started walking over, and I was trying to get a picture of it with him, like right by the back bumper, so that I could put a post up and show everybody his new car. But I think he looked at me taking pictures and was like, "Oh fuck no," because he kind of veered off to the other side a little bit. I was just like, "What?" And as you can see, he's doing the same thing. He's looking at it like, what the fuck? That's in red. That's in Brian. That was in Castle Muroc. No, was it Brian or no? It's Lobster that lived there.
Hey, Curlin, did you have tacos?
Yes, I had my tacos already. Just got back from the store. I gotta pack up some stuff, and then now I gotta print up some labels.
How are your sales?
So doing okay. I'm hanging in.
Yeah.
But you know how it is Monday. I'm sure. I don't know what you guys do. Do you print up on Monday, pack out them? I usually do it the night before.
I do mine
some tonight. And I don't normally do that. I usually wait till Monday, but I did some because it's so slow right now, and I feel like as soon as I had late deliveries on my account, like, the day after the storm started, when the post office was closed for days and days, I feel like, I had to push out so many offers to get any sales at all. Because even though they said they had our back, I feel like they just shut everything down because I was listing and I was, sending offers and doing all this shit and nothing. So as soon as I started printing labels, I printed some on Saturday. I printed some today. I feel like, it helped maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's in my head or not.
I'm at $980 for the weekend so far. And 19 sales. So I'm not going to complain.
Annie. Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night, Elizabeth. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us. I usually start my shipping at 3. I at 3 on Monday. I start my shipping because I come out and I pull everything and I do a what sold video, and then I pack everything up and I go in and print my labels out. But now that I have my new tablet that's on my cell phone plan, I'm going to bring my thermal printer out here to the garage so that I don't have to go back and forth. because my internet in the house, I could take me 30 minutes to print out just 5 labels, and I want to just pull my hair out. It's
You sure it's not the
painful.
computer?
No, it's my internet. I live in a really good spot, but they won't bring the fiber optics over to me because I live on the dairy farm I grew up in, and so there's not enough. It's mostly just fields on this side of the road. And they told me basically until we sell the property and some commercial entity comes in here, I will never get good internet.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. I know people
So
complain, but I don't know.
We have a cell tower on our property. So we get 4G LTE on our phones, and my boys would just use they used an app. Oh, they what the hell is it called? They would link their phones to the computer and use their phone because we had unlimited. I can't think what
that's what I was gonna say, because I get pretty quick. I get much faster cell service. I mean, I only have a tower around the block from me.
Yeah.
I get much faster cell service than I do just my regular like cable Wi-Fi. So, and I have an unlimited plan. I have a plan that's unlimited, so it's like, you know.
So I can do that too, but if I have my phone hooked up to my computer and I'm doing that, then I can't do anything else with my phone, like answer phone calls or do that, because anytime you disrupt it, it unhooks you from the computer. So now I have a tablet that streams off of my internet, that it's unlimited everything too. So, and I can just take it with me. I'm out in the garage right now streaming on it, because before I would have to stream on my phone because my internet would not support any of that. So it's really nice. Yeah. In order to get fiber, I would have to pay $100,000 for them to bore under the road over to my side of the road.
Yep. Ours goes down to the park a block away, but it won't ever come here because our neighborhood's older than they want to do, I guess. They'd rather go the other direction towards the golf course. It's okay.
Cameron Leroy wants to know if you're looking for another purse. Do you have some bling? You have some bling ones, Leroy? Oh,
I was muted, so my natural reaction was, no, I don't have any more purses.
No, he wants to know if you need some.
No. You know, I don't even know. I don't know if I found that or my wife found that, but that purse was some like, what do you call that? Like Yu-Gi-Oh, Naruto. What is that called? Anime, Japanese anime.
I thought it was a coach or something like that.
Oh no, it was some. I don't even know the name of it. But it had like, he was calling them dolphins, referring to the Nurse Flipper, but they were sharks. It had sharks and all these other like cartoon-esque things on it. Anyway, yeah, I couldn't believe it sold for as much as it did. And so instead of just doing a normal post of like, here's what I sold, this purse, I did my little.
Can you guys see that? This is the first pager beeper ever made.
Nice. Bellboy. Oh my God, that's funny.
Hang on a second.
Like was that more for doctors and stuff like that?
This was actually the guy that I got all the fishing stuff from. He was a lineman for AT&T, Motorola. This was his. You look at it, it looks like it's brand new. Like it's from 1960s. Yeah. Hang on a second.
Wow. Wow.
I listed it.
She did it again. Oh my God.
I'm right there.
That was so funny.
She's like, nope, I'm right here. I'm here.
I got it this time. No,
I was waiting for you to start up another live.
What I did last time was I went to move the screen and my finger hit the X. It just shut down the whole computer.
Yeah, I've done that before.
I forgot that it's a touch screen. Anyway, I listed that and it sold within 6 hours for $69.
Cool, dude.
That was pretty good.
Pretty damn big.
That was pretty good. That's the second estate sale I've been to that was ran by a lineman. It was, I shouldn't say ran by, that was a lineman, an electrical lineman that worked on the lines. And the first one, man, they know their shit, and they spare no expense on electric devices. And Marie got a bunch of his she got a whole tower of all of the expensive vintage stereo system. And it was just in pristine condition because that's what they do. They buy the top of the line shit and they take care of their shit because they know how to and they know what it is. And I had no clue. I knew he collected that he was that he did fly fishing because you could tell from the photos, right? But then when I got there and I started going through everything, and I was actually literally going through his desk and all the papers, and I was like, all of his retirement stuff from AT&T and blah 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 blah. So I figured out real quick, that's what he did, and I came across that. I was just like, oh, I'll take that. And I got home and I researched. So only one's been sold, and they didn't get anything near what mine was. But I think seems like they got like $25 or $30 something. But there was another model that didn't have the black on it. But
that one's clean.
It's really nice. And I didn't even dust it or wipe it down or anything. That's just how it was. But I was playing with it and I turned it on and it started beeping and I was like, what kind of battery is in this thing? There's no way to open it up. Only drug dealers have pagers. Well, I live in Washington across the street from Oregon, and everything's fair game over there.
That works.
No, this isn't Southwestern. Oh, the bellboy part. Yeah. What's been going on with you, Robert? What have you been up to? Blue don't go with your outfit. Whose outfit has blue? Oh, that was Cameron and his you do very well with their rubber tools. I bet you do. Did you see the wrench and the tin snips that I got on Saturday? The other stuff that I have probably isn't exciting to you guys like it is to me, but I'll show you some of it. Like you already saw the books. These are a set of 2. I'll just show you a few. College Outline Series, the new outline history of the United States to 1865, Barnes & Noble. These are college curriculum books from 1946 and Barnes & Noble's New York. Krillin left us.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's probably tired. It's late back there. Anyway, so I got that one, and then political science. Same thing.
Sweet.
Aren't you the same back there as Krillin?
That's like the only kind of books I even look at anymore. Almost is the old stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't look at any of the Julie. Did you see Julian's new video? He bought a bunch of old tools. I have so many old tools. I am an old tool.
No, I don't watch enough videos, but you know who cracked me up? I went back and watched a live stream with Derek on it. Derek, what's it? Fundamentals of Science.
Yeah.
And I was just dying. Oh my god, it was so good.
Wait, Can I share my screen on your StreamYard, Danica? Wow. Noel?
I don't know. Can you?
No, I don't know. That's what I'm
Yeah,
asking.
you can. You go down there. There's a share button on the bottom, and then it's going to ask you to pick.
Which
you
screen?
can. Okay, if you say share. Oh, they changed
Share.
this.
Share.
Oh my god.
Share screen. But she probably has to allow me to or something. The screen. Just the screen. Share. Okay, can you see me wiggling?
Okay, then when it pops up, it's going to ask your entire screen, application window, or Chrome tab. I always pick Chrome tab. That way,
you guys see my
other
screen?
things don't pop up, like the porn you've been watching or anything like that.
Can you see my screen? Okay. Hopefully you could hear this too, because this was funny when he said this. I think it was funny. Of course, I'm like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, Leroy, that's what I'm talking about.
Of course.
Neither.
Wait, where is it?
Bleach.
Yeah. We're not there.
All right, Garrett. Which smell is preferable to you, farts or bleach? If you had to pick one.
If I had to pick one, it would have to be bleach. I don't like either though, but it would. If I had to pick one, it'd be bleach.
Really? Because farts don't always smell, but bleach always smells. You sure?
No. I mean, what can you say? Like, let me smell your fart. Come on, no.
Let me smell your farts.
Let me smell your farts.
Let me smell your farts.
Okay, that's funny. But if you want to see something really funny, go watch Surf Flips a Lot. It's live. And Derek was on fire.
This was like 2 days ago when apparently he like kind of went on a rant.
Okay.
I've heard about said rant, but I haven't watched it.
So good. Yeah.
How do I there's 2 screens going and all I see is what I played. I don't want to see that. No offense.
Okay, stop sharing your screen. Go down and hit that share button again.
Stop share. Thank you. There it goes. Okay, now I don't have to see myself.
That's cool. I kind of know how to do that now. Ooh.
Thank you. Scary. Look, you taught us all something new, Tracy.
Did I take your virginity?
Tracy is a very good teacher about that kind of stuff. That's
not really. No.
You've taught me a lot of stuff, just sending me notes or saying something, and then I go look into it, and I do my best.
I'll try, but I'm not always good at it.
This is really cool. I got this too. It's old. I got a whole box full of ephemera. This is a U.S. Department of Commerce, Environmental Science Services, Coast Guard, and gadgetry. It's
gadgetry. What
a nautical chart for the Puget Sound up here in Washington from 1970.
That's my new favorite word, gadgetry.
I know, that's really good, right?
It's got the Space Needle on the back of it, though. It's just really cool.
That's cool.
Anyway, gadgetry. And then I got a bunch of all of the stuff that all the paperwork that comes with your guns, and some Evinrude boat motor stuff, and just John Deere paraphernalia, whatever you want to call it, that kind of stuff.
Smell your farts. Oh wait, am I unmuted? Oh, sorry.
Good night, Holly. Thank you for coming in. I hope you got a few chuckles.
Good night, Holly.
Good night, Holly. Shopaholic. Shopaholic. Ink. Shopaholic. Let me smell your farts. That's kind of like, I'm ready to proceed, Your Honor. I'm here live. I am not a cat.
Where'd Greg go?
Oh yeah,
he's probably lurking.
He's a lurker. Like Leroy's a lurker right now. And who else? How many people are watching?
Leroy's not lurking. He's been talking quite a bit.
Is Tommy lurking?
7.5.
Tommy's probably lurking.
He's probably changing a diaper or something.
Oh, he could be doing that too. Yep.
He's probably falling asleep.
He's probably in and out of sleep, I bet you.
Salute your shorts. Vintage Crayola Bear. Ooh, let me go find this.
Here we have fiber, but it's crap, as it's only fiber to the cabinet, and then it uses. Oh yeah. Oh wow. That was back in the.
Brian, I'm sorry. That's not funny, but it made me laugh. Jesus. Sorry, that sucks. We used to have a hawk that would hang out and look at my. I don't have dogs anymore. They both passed away. But my little Chihuahua dog. Oh my God, this hawk would just sit in the backyard waiting for her. I'm like, dang.
We have 5 white barn owls here,
Yeah.
and they sit out. One of them sits right above Dren's roof, right above Dren's
They're
window
so
on the roof.
loud at night. There's one sits on the corner of my house right above my bed, and every now and then I'm like,
I don't
"Dang
mind
it."
the owls. I hate the doves, but they chase after the bats, and you'll hear the bats. You'll hear the bats going tweet 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 tweet, making their weird noises, and then you'll hear a "Hurry!" and no more bat sound.
Oh, they're doing their job. Oh my God, I'm a mess. I'm sorry.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I like the sound of owls, but
you
they
missed
are
out.
so loud that they wake me
And
up.
schooled
That's when
everybody on how to use the diamond play button.
I didn't miss. He told me.
If you're
Oh,
decent
you
human
should
being,
probably go back and watch
this
it.
is what you do when you pack a stuffed animal into a plastic bag. You tell it, it's going to be okay, buddy. You're going somewhere safe. They're going to take care of you. I'm not really suffocating you, I swear.
I thought you were getting ready for bed or
Night.
something, and that's what you slept with. I didn't know.
Oh, my little Crayola, my yellow bear. We just go cuddle night together. No, I'm packing it. I'm shipping it. I was just sitting here. I'm like, I guess I'll pack my orders for tomorrow.
No, I'm just listing slowly, very slowly.
That's all right. I gotta go put 3 more. How many did I list today already? I don't know. I don't have my cheat sheet in here. It's hard to tell. I think I've listed. I did 3 listings this morning early. I have a bunch of clothes that I've got to get listed because they're driving me. They're either going to get listed or they're going to go away.
I'm very tired of clothing. Well, I like new clothing. I'm very tired of used clothing unless it's like jackets or sweaters. Like, I love jackets, sweaters, jeans.
Yeah.
I don't like shirts anymore. I don't want to. Although somebody bought 3 shirts out of my store today. It was so weird too because they sent me an offer. They're 3 of the same brand, Canali. And I'm like, I've been talking with Krillin a lot about these shirts. He's like, those are good shirts. I go, I know, but I can't get them sold. You know, check my keywords. He's like, no, you're right. You've got it.
Didn't you sell a Robert Graham? Was that you that sold a Robert Graham today? Somebody sold one.
I don't post my sales on Instagram or anywhere. Unless it's something unique or I'm just bored. But
so no.
So they sent me an offer. I took it. I'm like, I'm so tired of these shirts being here because I've talked with Krillin going, Ronnie Hart can get $70 for these same exact shirts. You know, I've got mine listed at 45 and they're just sitting and sitting and sitting and it's pissing me off, you know. And so if someone sends an offer for 30 and I'm trying to clear out, like I'm taking offers on everything. I don't care. I want to clear out my store. I want everything gone. I want to start fresh. And I mean, with some exception, you know.
Right.
But so I took the offer and then he buys another one. And I'm like, okay. But he buys it separate. So he's paying for shipping. You know, I'm like, whatever, I'm keeping it. Like it works out for me. I'm not gonna you know. And then like 2 hours later, he buys the 3rd Canali shirt. Like I've already packed up the other one. It's, you know, so I'll just open it and redo it. But I was like, that's so weird that they just sat there forever and ever at this great freaking price. Great price, right? I don't understand it. So that's when I go, oh, clothes aren't so bad. But you know what? I hate used clothing, especially shirts, because they're usually nasty.
I really try to stay away from anything like that unless it's vintage. It has to be CC Filson. It has to be Pendleton.
I don't even consider that clothing. Like I consider that grail. You know
what I mean. But I get a lot of that, and okay, don't hate me, because the 1/4 of a feeling I have left can't take it.
Brian, put it in the freezer if you have room.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
That is all vintage clothing. It's all leather jackets, Pendleton, Worthington, you name it. They're not listed.
Yeah.
They're not going
I
anywhere.
have a rack that looks just the same, and it's had the same shit on it for like over a year. And a couple of the pieces are pretty good. There's certain struggles I'm having with it, so I just let them sit there, right?
Yeah.
And then others, they just need to be donated because I don't want to deal with them. You know, it might be stupid and missing a button, or it might have a little
For
stain
me,
on it,
my
and I don't wanna
biggest
deal with it.
problem is I don't like the way they look when I hang them on a hang. It's okay. Here we go into my analities, and I'm just going to lay it all out there. I don't like the way they look when they hang on a hanger. A lot of them.
Mhm.
Some of them, it doesn't matter. Like Carhartt, you could pretty much
You can throw
drape
it on
that
the floor
over
and
your,
a wadded
over
up
your
ball.
freaking toilet, and they're still going to buy it, you know?
Exactly.
But I don't give a shit about the white backgrounds, but I have my background that I use, and this is probably what drags me down. I need to go to Home Depot and buy about 14 more fence boards and make myself a photoing area out here in the garage.
Yeah.
Because I don't have an area big enough to do a good it's really only about maybe 3 feet, my table and my area. I can move my table out and it goes all the way down to the floor.
Why don't you just take the picture on any background and pay for the app Photo Room, and you can put any board behind it?
Because I'm anal, Tracy, and I want them all to look the same. So you're going to be proud of me. Hang on a second here. So I got I have a chocolate brown couch, and you can make it look like almost a bed, a king size bed, because it's a IKEA and they fit together. So I took that and I put a chocolate brown blanket on it, and I have a real sheepskin, and I laid that, and I've been doing flat lays with that. The problem is I have to do it early in the morning or late at night after the little emperor is not awake, because he gets pissed because he can't sit on the couch and watch TV or whatever. And then I have my stuff all over the place. It's my own damn house, but that's what I get, you know. I mean, he's just like, nah, 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 nah.
Robert, I usually have a garage sale every year, and I've got boxes in my garage right now that
there you go.
There's only one left. 1 out of 2 sold.
Are they vintage?
No, they're just boring old jock
Hey,
strap.
Tommy, if you're still here, did you take the offer? He got a $40 offer on this stained up jock strap today.
I was gonna say, what did you
It
pay?
must have been actually vintage, because mine's
well,
no, that's not vintage. 2013.
No.
Doesn't matter. Yours are clean and white and in a box. Ain't nobody gonna buy them for $40.
His were literally like yellow and gross looking. Like,
but somebody was wow.
Oh, Cameron's not in on that one apparently.
No,
did he
Poshmark. It's a Poshmark ring.
Did he say Poshmark?
Cameron playing with the fur baby. What?
Oh, that's when you had your Crayola bear in your hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we'll do the art sale. I just need to get it out there. I'm in the midst of cleaning up my eBay. Well, I'm listing the shit that has been sitting there that I don't want to deal with. So it's a hassle to list right now because it's stuff I've been sitting on.
Okay, Brian.
But
okay,
I'm
Brian,
cleaning
you
it
need
out,
a
and
large.
everything's going on the yard sale that I don't want to do.
I do a yard sale once a year too.
Mm-hmm.
About our city, La Center. Technically, that's where I live, but my address is still Ridgefield because we brought our farm into the city limits, so the property was worth more.
Oh, there you go.
Because now it's not in county, it's in city limits, so it's worth by the square foot instead of the 20-acre parcel. So they have a citywide garage sale every year in August. And so I don't even have to put signs up or advertise or anything. I put a sign down at the end of my driveway, and it's perfect.
Mm-hmm. We don't have to advertise ours either. We're in like an area that people just drive through for yard sales.
Yeah. Brian, the best way to do this is the best way for me to do it is to take it outside and hang it outside for a couple of days and not in direct sunlight because you don't want it to get faded. But if you have a clothesline or if you have something where it can hang and the air can
See,
get
I
to
don't
it,
like to do that with wool, and the only reason is because we have moths here. I don't know if you have moths in your area.
they're
but
horrible here, but I
Mhm.
wouldn't do it now in the wintertime because it's too moist, it's too damp, and I wouldn't leave it out overnight either. Just during the daytime when it was sunny. Otherwise, you can take and this works for books and ephemera and anything else.
Freezer.
Get the cheapest whole bean coffee and either grind it yourself or grind it in the store and put that in the coffee filters in a Rubbermaid storage box and put your item in there on top of it and close it up and let it sit for 4 or 5 days or however long.
I've done that with a purse before that smelled like cigarette smoke, so strong. I mean, it was so
Yeah. And then the only
I
other
put 'em
thing,
I put it in a baggie and left it open inside of the purse, but it took
yeah, that'll work too.
forever. It took so freaking long.
You can
Couldn't
do,
find
and
it
you
here.
can also freeze it. You can freeze them if you have room in your freezer.
That's the problem, though. I never have room in my freezer.
I don't have room in my freezer.
My wife went in the freezer one night. She's like, "Did you put this in the freezer? What is this shit in the freezer?" I'm like, "It's an old vintage coat. I'm gonna resell it." She's like, "Why did you put it in the freezer?" I'm like, "Because it smells." And I read on the internet that it'll get rid of the smell.
Sometimes it will, but most of the time I get my stuff for free or like for $1 or $2. So I don't mind spending $5 to take it and have it dry cleaned. Especially if you're going to get 70, 80, 90 bucks for it.
Yeah, and I mean, I would just say, I would try to get the smell out, but I would just put that in the listing. It has a vintage smell. You'll want to clean it. Because I find it better for them to do it anyway and you to take a few bucks off of what you get. Because if I get a blanket from somebody used, I'm sure as hell going to be cleaning it. I don't care if you say you just cleaned it, right? Like my mind would make me clean it. I don't know. Just me.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody gave me a hard time when this is probably like 2 months ago. So
Hi, Iris.
in fact, I think I could still say I'm a new reseller for the next 2 years. And I said something like, somebody actually complained that it smelled too clean, like because the detergent smell was strong. And I was venting that, like, I feel like I can't win. If I don't clean it, people are going to bitch and moan about how it fucking smells like cigarette smoke or old lady or whatever. If I clean it, then people who are sensitive to the smell are going to complain about that. And so the happy medium, because I tried to live in try to make as many people as possible happy.
Neutral.
Yeah. So was the idea that just didn't dawn on me of like, you could use detergent that's not scented. I was like, okay. So it still cleans it, but it doesn't smell too gamey or Tide or whatever I was using.
Something I also noticed was, because I've never used the pods or Tide or anything like that, but when Justin went to California, he came back, he had Tide pods, and I was just like, what the fuck? And I use, it's called Sheets Laundry, and it's all in, it's online, and it's literally, there's no plastic. It's all in cardboard, and the laundry is in, the detergent is in a sheet. It looks like a dryer sheet, and you put it in your washer and it dissolves, and there's no packaging. Tide makes your washing machine stink like there's something some residue that it leaves, because I used a couple of Justin's Tide pods, and I've never in my life used Tide because I couldn't stand the smell of it. But yeah, wow. I was wondering, because I have a front loading washer. But
that's cool, Robert. I have a niece that lives in Conroe. She just had a baby. Oh my gosh, she got home from the hospital, and her and the baby both had COVID afterwards.
Really?
It's so funny. She sent me a picture today. She's like, she looks just like Jackson, my middle son, and she sent an old picture of my son and her picture of her baby. I'm like, oh my god. exactly the same. But how horrible, like she's going through the postpartum depression and all that, and then had COVID. I'm like, hey, girl, it's not a good year. Just
This isn't
like,
this isn't your niece who lost her dad, is it?
no.
This is your niece on your side of the family.
No, it's my husband's, but she's like my all-time favorite. Like we are so
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
Here's to hoping your other nieces don't listen or watch this, Tracy.
So I'm not worried about that.
Just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, they're better now. They're better.
It's funny, we always have
I know
favorites.
you messaged me back. I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to read it before bed tonight. And I adore you, Annie.
We all end up with favorites. Just not very many of us have the cojones to admit it.
And then they grow up and turn into butt wipes, and they don't. They're not your favorite anymore.
Yeah.
All you can remember, my oldest niece, she always wanted to come spend the night with grandmother and granddad while I lived here too. She always slept with me in my room. And she couldn't say Noel, so she called me Auntie Eliel. Depending on how tired she was, the more L's that were in it. But I can't hardly stand it. Yeah, exactly. So now you know why I think that whole thing's so funny. I'm not in the right mind. I did get a bunch of stuff at that other private pic that I never showed anybody because I forgot it was in my car. That's kind of interesting stuff.
All right, show it off. I got two more things to pack before I go to sleep.
I'm about out of here. I want to get at least 2 more listings done and then go to bed.
Ever seen one of these?
And
Fresh. Oh, it's a fresh-o later. I'm gonna make you guys
yogurt.
Hang on.
Is that like a yogurt maker?
No, it's a.
It's a percolator.
It's an aluminum. Keeps food fresh and crisp.
I have a weird, like, I don't like aluminum touching.
I don't use it at all. I wouldn't use it for food.
It's cool though.
It would be cool to put some ice in it and put a bottle of wine or something like that. I don't know.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
You could put a succulent in here.
I love succulents.
That's all the rage.
Yeah. Cambridge.
I don't know how this got in here because I don't do this stuff. Let's go right in the garbage can. Now, talking about things stinking, these stink and they're old, but these are handmade.
Hey, you could put your weed in it. I'm sorry, that canister.
And I figure somebody will buy them just to have them for the design.
Sorry, I was muted. Tracy. When you said that, I laughed out loud. Just so you know.
Okay.
I walked away.
Those are so good. Those are really good ones. Oh my god.
And they can fix them up and do whatever they want. But yeah, these are really cool, actually. I don't normally buy that kind of stuff.
I've had some similar listed though for like forever, and they're kind of ratty. I should have just figured out a way to get rid of them this year, but I like them.
They're cool.
Yeah.
People just like to. They don't even care about the names. They just like to have them for the nostalgia, I guess. You guys, talking about jars. That's not what that one fixed. All right. She was throwing away all these lids, and I go, "Don't throw away that lid." I go, "Because here's the jar that it goes to." Skippy.
Cool.
Skippy peanut butter.
It's a nice wide mouth.
And the marshmallow cream jars.
I remember those.
Plus, I've never seen these before, which means, as we know, absolutely nothing. They're the vintage version of the Kerr plastic lids that you would use.
Oh, yeah.
So there was a bunch of those. And then Borden. You guys are all laughing at me. I know it. The thing is these are metal. You can't get the metal. You haven't been able to get the metal for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a box of jars that are mayonnaise jars that will fit pure mustard. Everybody always laughs at me, and that's okay. I'm good with that.
I'm not laughing. I don't care.
No, you're not laughing at me. There's other people that do, and I'm good with that because while they're laughing at me, I'm selling stupid shit for $150, and they're wondering why their shit ain't selling.
Girl, simmer down.
Not you. Calm down. Actually got canning jar lids too, because I'm saving it.
Sweet. How is this not on here?
This is super cool. It's super dirty, but I'll be washing it up.
Is that a fondue pot?
It is a hot pot.
Nice.
Can I ask you ladies a question? Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Go. Shoot.
Just real quick, because I gotta go to bed. I have one last thing to potentially ship out, but I need your advice because it's something that I sold, but then eBay sent me a message saying like it doesn't exist anymore. We've removed this based on the buyer not being like a legit buyer, but it's still showing up as my like ship by February 22nd. So I don't know.
Did you not get paid for it?
Good question. Whether or not I got paid for it,
if you didn't get paid for it, you can't ship it.
No, it seems like it went through and it got paid, but like the image is no longer showing, like the photo. And eBay sent me something earlier today. Let me find it. That was like, okay, here it is.
Wow.
Nope, this is the they've paid you, send your thing out. But then they sent me.
Mike, who?
Maybe it's through my email messages. It was something weird that I was like, well, I don't know if this means I should ship it out or not ship it out.
Wait, what happened to Mike?
Mike, which Mike?
Is it January House you're talking about?
He can't ship it if you can't.
If you got paid for it, ship it. If you didn't, don't ship it. Well, I got paid for it. But eBay, like, when I go and I look at it either online or through my app, it looks like can you see that? It says paid, but it doesn't show.
We can't see you. We can only see Noel.
Hang on.
So it says paid, but then it says we removed this listing
from the site for more information. Well, okay.
So I went to my more information and it was like based on the information from this buyer, we're not gonna have this exist on eBay land or whatever. But if they paid me, I don't know. I'm fucking
what is it? What
that
are
was the
they?
exact wording too in eBay.
What are
land.
they?
What did I sell?
Yeah.
A little teapot set, like a vintage Sunex is the brand. Sunex.
Does it have like? Okay, does it have one of those handles like the Corel pots? Like,
I don't know what that means.
Does it have a handle like?
Okay,
Hang
because sometimes they take down things like Corel coffee pots because they were recalled once because the handles break. So
see this handle?
Right.
Doesn't look like
Corel
that.
coffee pots would break off and then people get hurt.
Burn.
There's also the GE. I don't remember if it's the GE brand or whatever, the Space Maker coffee maker. They got recalled too, but there's a part you can order to fix them.
Oh, they are claiming they didn't order it.
We had to cancel bids and purchases on the following.
Okay, so you need to go in and look at the financial part and see if you got the money, if they took the money back, if
Go into your payments tab.
Okay, I'm doing it.
or you may have to go through.
Have you done this already?
No, but there's my athletic support. If you can't be an athlete, at least be an athletic supporter. Sold.
Because they could have also gone through PayPal if they paid through their PayPal.
No, I'm on managed.
Well, I know you are, but that
who
doesn't
am
mean
I?
they didn't pay. Right. And they could have reversed the charges there. Or if they had a credit card, they could have reversed the charges there. Like, you need to see what's going on. You're going to have to dig deeper. And honestly, I would just call eBay tomorrow.
I would just call eBay too. Well, of course, you
Okay.
can't really call eBay, can you?
I'll send
Yeah,
them something through Facebook.
can you? I don't know.
Whatever. But yeah, like it looks like I got paid. It shows that I got the $17.99 plus shipping, so it's $33.38 all in plus
And
eBay.
you don't see anywhere where they took it back.
It just says sale, and it like says it's a recent transaction. It doesn't show any kind of.
Can you pull it up and print it out then?
Right. If it's just the picture, see if I don't know. Who knows?
If you can pull it up and print out the label, then do it and send it off.
It looks like I can because when I click on the order itself, minus the fact it doesn't show the photo, it gives me an option to print shipping label. And when I click it, I could go pack it and give it the dimensions and the ounces and whatever. But
yeah, then I would just do that because you got paid for it, and then you run the risk of them saying that you shipped it late or you didn't ship it or that, and you get a ding on your account for that. So, you're better off just if you got paid and you can pull the label and ship it, then pull the label and ship it. And then
plus I got it at a garage sale for $1. So worst case scenario, I mail it. They want to return it or some crap, and then
Yeah.
All right, I'll just ship it out tomorrow. But I'm gonna go to bed tonight. I appreciate.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it tonight because if something changes within the account, maybe it'll give you more information.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, and I'm tired too, so I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
Oh, we're both okay. Well, I hope that means you're going to bed too, Noelle, because otherwise I just
I
feel like
am.
a jerk. Okay.
I am.
She can handle it by herself if she wanted
like,
to stay
I don't
up.
need
She'd
you
be
all.
fine.
No, I have to get up.
Good night.
Merry Christmas,
Night.
everybody.
Merry Christmas on February 22nd. Merry Christmas. It's Monday. It's Monday. Merry Christmas.
I feel like I didn't even celebrate Christmas this year. Did anyone else have that feeling?
Oh, this smells like vintage plastic, baby.
Sweet. I think we had that like on a wreath on our front door when I was growing up.
I wouldn't have picked this up with this gaudy ass. I mean, these beautiful. I gotta get my nose away from this.
Good night, Red Dirt Picker. I'm gonna go, ladies. Good night.
But there's something so cool about it, Noelle.
It is,
still.
and
Yeah.
people buy it like
Bye,
stupid
Cameron.
crazy. Night, Cameron. Oh man, I know you just got here, but
Sorry,
you
Iris.
missed all the excitement. You missed go back and watch it. You'll
Yeah.
laugh your ass off,
It's been a
Iris.
long day.
So yeah, all of that stupid, frilly, fritzy, ditzy, decorative. I didn't pay hardly anything for it, but I did get this for my office. I'll show you it real quick. I'm going to redo it. These are hard to find. It's just this little corner shelf. I have the perfect spot in my office for it to hang something that'll need to get dusted. So I probably will sell it because I hate dusting things and I hate nickety and knackety, and I am slowly but surely getting rid. These things were up so high that you couldn't even. I don't think they were stored inside of it. Yeah, more of this shit. It's all gonna go in a big lot. And you know that people use these gallon cans, these metal gallon cans, to make bread in. There's a certain kind of bread that people like to use these for. So,
Like a soda bread, probably.
yep.
Yeah.
Stupid stuff. I hate the fact that I know some of this stuff because it really makes you sometimes it's hard to shop, like my taking so long to go through stuff when I've gone through. Sometimes it's really hard to
Well, I
look
think
at
it just depends where you're at. Like, there's certain places that, depending, at the time, do I have a lot of stuff to list? Do I not? Do I, like, sometimes you want to just get in and get out, and other times it's worth staying. I've been in a house at an estate sale before for, like, I swear to God, 3 hours going through little things, but it was so, we don't have that many that are really good prices. And this was a long time ago. But if you're at the right place, it's worth staying that long, right?
right. And that's, and I feel bad, if somebody's waiting on me. Now, Justin and Marie can leave because they came in their own car, but they don't want, they feel like, I think they
That's
feel
why I
like
don't
they don't
take
want,
people. I never take anyone with
I
me
feel like they
anywhere
don't
when I'm
want to
sourcing.
feel like they're abandoning me, which they wouldn't be. And they know that. But,
Yeah.
it's just like the kids. Justin would have driven his own car with the kids, but he'd had a flat tire on the freeway the night before because of all of the snow plowing. There was a spot where they had put signs up to have all the truckers use the center lane, and he stayed in the right-hand lane, and he thinks that something on the bridge where the snow plows went over got his tire. So his car was out of commission because we literally put his tire in the car, dropped it at Les Schwab's, and then went to the estate sale. So normally he would have just drove his car, and then when they got tired, I would just give them money and have them go buy lunch for them, and off they go. Right? That's great because but so then I don't want for them to have to sit around and be bored for however long it is, and because that's not fair to them. And but we all had a good time, and I got a bunch of good stuff, and I didn't spend a lot of money. It's not like I need a ton of stuff, but for me, because eventually I'm going to be doing mostly only ephemera and stuff like that, for me to find boxes of ephemera and be able to sit and go through the whole thing there and leave the stuff that I don't want so that I don't have to bring it back and deal with it. It's just that much quicker. Right. And obviously, if it's postcards and stuff like that, I'm going to buy the whole thing and then I'll go through and sort.
I don't go through that shit. I get hung up on like records and stuff, and I don't know a lot about it. So I start looking shit, and I just, at the end, I'll just go, these look interesting and the rest can stay. I'm missing out on something, but sometimes I can't sit there and just comp.
No, I can't do that with records. I'm totally just like that. I'm just like, I pick out the people that are rock and roll legends and odd,
see,
weird.
That's usually what I don't pick up because it's so common. Like, I pick up the weird Latin polka shit.
If you have Sting or Air Supply or George Michael's, that kind of stuff, you're going to pick that up. That's going to be a $15 or $20 record. And then on the other side, no, I know they are because I just comped a bunch of them.
No, I'm just saying I might not, though.
Oh, you might not.
Because the first record I ever picked up to resell ended up being like a $50 record. So that is literally, I want that kind of record. I was like, I don't want to sell $10, $15 records. I don't want to.
Iris spent a boatload on an auction earlier. Cookie cutters. Oh, no.
Ooh, those can be good. If you get copper ones.
Well, that's kind of what
those old aluminum ones. Yeah. I'm out of here.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Me too. I got to get up and deal with smarty pants in the morning.
Yep.
Don't you think you need one just like him, Tracy?
Nope. I've had those before.
He's something else. He's something else.
Cute.
I wouldn't.
No.
Wouldn't
kids are amazing. I love them. Like, it's hard. My kids are grown, but 2 of them still live here, and I'm like, it's fine because I kind of need them here. They make my life happy. But when they're ready to fly the coop, they'll be, I'll be good with that too.
Yep. Oh, I bet it was. What did you spend on them, Iris?
Ooh, I would totally buy George Clinton because I like him. Leroy, you got it.
Or George
We
Clinton.
want
Yep.
the funk.
Yep.
We want that funk. Do, 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 do.
You bought a bunch of old cross stitch. Oh, Iris is on a roll. Watch out.
Uh-oh. I would have bought that too. Cross stitch is awesome to sew.
I'm gonna send her a mask here this week. I have to.
Yeah.
I gotta make Ryan a
I
bunch of masks.
I bought some cloth masks because I'm trying to find thinner. Like I want.
I'll make you
I don't
one.
even care if they protect me. I don't care. I just need to look like I have a freaking mask on.
Well, that's what's
going
nice
to the
about mine is
gym.
they are thin.
Yeah. Well, see, I stopped going to the freaking gym because I can't breathe in
Breathe.
those things while I'm working out. I can't do it. Like I'm just gonna have to wait. So I buy these thinking, oh, these fabrics are great, but the elastics are too tight around my ear. I'm like, what kind of mask?
Well, I
is
don't
that?
have the elastic around the ear. I have
I
it.
know. I
So
know. I
I'll
saw
send
them.
you.
They look
I'll
good.
make you one this week too.
Like, how do you like? So you have thin fabric? Okay, just send me your
Yeah,
PayPal.
it's
and
cotton. It's 100% cotton. You want a Rosie the Riveter one?
I don't care. You pick. You pick anything but wieners. I don't want wieners.
Okay,
On it.
I don't have any wieners. Tommy hasn't sent me any of that.
His wiener's been too busy.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Sweet dreams.
Don't let the bed bugs bite because there's
That's
literally thousands of them.
They're going to get you.